Welcome in, everybody. Just give me a moment. I'm just still setting up a bit. I hope you can hear me still, and I hope you had a great day today. Ow. My knee just hit the dresser. The bang of my knee off the dresser or the sound? I'm pretty well talking right into the mic anyway, so that's why I'm down here. Alright, let's see if this is gonna make happen here. Let's see. Ay, ay, ay. So tonight is a bit of a midnight madness, just in case you're wondering. I think I could work it out and bring it back a little bit more. Oh, not too much. But just enough. And we're charging. Good shit. Good shit. So, tonight is a dragon reading. I just gotta dig out the dragon cards, so just... There was a bit of a loop-de-loop in my mic, so I had to get rid of the loop-de-loop. No loop-de-loops allowed. And of course I put it right at the bottom. Of course. So I guess we're going to hear from the dragons and the angels tonight. Please take what resonates in the messages tonight. If they do not resonate, and you still watched, I do appreciate your time, and I do appreciate the fact that you're here. So, I do apologize in advance if it makes absolutely no sense to you. If you're new here, check out the description box. You can find it in the three little dots, probably at the top right of the page, depending on what operating system you are on. If you are on a desktop, you could probably click on the little more section. And I'm outright out of cigarettes. My goodness. Actually, no, I think I have another pack. I do. I have another pack. Yippee-ki-yo-ki-yay. Alright. Let's check out what the angels have to say to start with, and then we're going to go into the dragon readings. I do not have access to the chat at the current moment because I can't see that far away. Just because I'm kind of standing here for a minute. So I appreciate your time and your patience while we're getting started here. We only got 9 in the chat tonight. It's only midnight. So there be some people in, there be some people sleeping. Had a long day, had some stuff to happen, and it was happening. So I got it done, and now I'm here. So it's all good. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Alright, angels. Hope you're all doing very, very well. There's Gigi in the chat. Whispers in the chat, I see. Welcome in. Emma. We got Max is in the chat. All my OGs. Who else? Michael, welcome in, Michael. I thought I seen your name earlier. I wasn't sure. I hope you all having an awesome evening. Alright, angels, what have we got going on? Hello, David. Aw, poor thing. If I was really that lame, I wouldn't have 9 people watching me. I would have 0. Oh, and then there was 8. Oh, and then there was 5. That's the thing, it's not the number, it's the message. If people don't want to be here for the message, that's not my problem. That's their problem. Archangel Raguel says, detach yourself from drama. You are being encouraged to take the highest road possible now. Angels are reminding you that you were born to guide and heal, and this won't be possible if you allow your judgment to be clouded by the energies of ego. Remember that whenever there is a dramatic event unfolding, you have a choice whether to engage with it or not. Thank you, Archangel Raguel, for helping me discern the truth without being attached to drama. Hell, I didn't even monetize this one. Don't let the doll hit you with the good Lord split you. It's wild, I cut the deck after shuffling them a couple times and Raguel came back out. Detach yourself from drama. He's screaming it at you. Light beings, energetic shifts. This is a time of healing and change. Old energies are being released from your world. This isn't a call to discard traditions, but to reflect on what you have learned and how you can grow. You are being called to be open and aware of new information that is being revealed to you, for it is a pivotal for the next phase of your journey. I create space for learning anew. Divine compensation. All the good that you have done is blessing your pathway. When you do good, take loving action and share without hesitation. You build a powerful energy field that will protect and guide you on your way. All the generosity and kindness you have shared in your life is now coming back in a miraculous wave of light to lead you towards your next phase. This is the law of divine compensation. My own goodness attracts good things, opportunities, and experiences. Crossing your fingers blocks the magic. Somebody's getting justice after being pushed to the edge. Knight of Swords. Some sort of information is coming in about justice. Somebody lied on you. There's some sort of lies happening. Somebody's got the wrong picture. Somebody's being sneaky. Somebody's trying to steal. Somebody's trying to manipulate. Six of Swords. You walked away. You walked away from this energy. Welcome in, Sheila. Welcome in, welcome in. Ah, the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Oh, pardon me. So yeah, you're balancing out your masculine and feminine at this time. It's bringing about some major changes in your world. You're standing on business. You're not settling for less, that's for sure. You need to be keeping to being a classy bitch. Enough of this pussyfooting around in karmic energy. You showing up in a karmic energy isn't a very good first impression. We'll just say that much. Now, this message isn't for everyone. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's good. When you show up in a karmic energy and you're expecting some sort of a divine occurrence, I tell you right now, you're doing it wrong. You need to go back to the start and start over. It's either that or go heal or do something. I've built this channel over a year and a half. I've had this channel for many years, since roughly 2009. But when I really started into this channel, it was about a year and a half ago, give or take. Going on a year, 2 years. I put a lot of work into this channel. Extreme amount of work. Every single day. Minus maybe 2 weeks. The fact that I got people coming in, being vulgar in my chat, it's very distasteful, as far as I'm concerned. Very distasteful. There's been many a times where people have gotten smitten and got a little crush happening, and they got a little wild and didn't end up well for them. You can gift me, you can give me money, you can do all this stuff, but that's not my love language. So when you come at me with a whole bunch of gifts and love bombing and all this other bullshit, you're actually turning me off. And this has been very difficult for me to accept donations because of that. Because I know I work hard on my channel. And I know I deserve what you guys give me. It's an honor to receive donations. It's an honor, but I have a hard enough time even accepting that. It's been almost a year trying to accept that. And the reason why it's very difficult for me to accept gifts and to accept donations and to accept different things is because people tend to weaponize it. I'm already working, I'm already sharing my life, I'm already sharing my experience, my wisdom, my energy with you pretty well every night. And night after night after night after night after night, you know, I'm blessed to have some beautiful souls hang out with me in my chat. And then there's the select few out there that decide to throw a whole bunch of money at me and just expect me to give in and submit to them, when that's not my love game, that's not my game, that's not what I'm here for. This is not Tinder, this is not Plenty of Fish, this is not whatever other site that you want to play on for dating, for anything of that matter. Okay? This is not it. My YouTube channel is not it. Okay? I have Facebook, I have Instagram if you want to DM me. Okay? That's pretty well it. Other than the fact that I have my Hipsy link, that's where you order a reading. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to give you my babies. I'm not here to, you know, let you suck my soul out of my fucking skin suit. I'm not here to be your object of spiritual warfare, your target, your bunch of bullshit that you think that you just have entitlement over. I'm not here for that. Okay? I'm here to create a tribe. I'm here to allow a space where people can come and be legitimately cared for with compassion and understanding. When you show up right in my chat, when you show up with a hello, hi, what's going on, you know, a regular human being etiquette, you usually get somewhere in my chat. If you show up in my chat in a vulgar way, you show up drunk and out of your freaking mind, chances are you're going to either be timed out or you're going to be hidden and banned from my channel. There's some people that don't give a fuck about that. There's some people that are coming into my chat and trying to disrupt my chat. They're trying to disrupt my channel. They're trying to distract my chat clan tribe in receiving whatever message that they want to receive tonight. And I'll tell you right now, okay? This is not Tinder. I don't care how hot you get. I don't care how much you want me. Not happening. I'm single. I've been celibate. And it's staying that way. Okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you have. If you want to donate to my channel genuinely, then donate to my channel genuinely. Because of what I'm already providing you. Don't be donating to me, don't be love bombing me to think that you're going to come in and step all over my life. Because you're not. You can keep it. Whatever you're going to love bomb me with, you can keep it. Because I'll tell you right now, I deserve my peace, and that's what I'm working on right now. And nobody's going to continue to manipulate me into whatever the fuck they want me to be. I'm done with that. I'm living my own life. I'm stepping into my own fucking leadership position and power. And anybody that's standing in the way of that, it's not going to end well for you. I'll tell you that right now. The divine sees absolutely everything. Your whole intention to everything that's going on, the divine sees absolutely everything. So it's not like you can run away, it's not like you can hide, it's not like you can get away with what you've done. Life is not a joke, it's not a game, it's not a bunch of bullshit drama. But it is when you choose it. Life can be whatever the hell you want it to be. Life can be your best timeline. Life can be you living your best life. I am not, and I will not ever be into being manipulated or required to do particular situations. I'm here for my tribe. I'm here to spread wisdom and enlightenment. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to empower you to be the best version of yourself. That's the whole point of me even being here, turning this damn fucking video on, and speaking to you about this. That's what I'm here for. 42 years of my life, in this life specifically, I have experience. I have understanding. And I'm trying to share that, either with the younger crowd or the older crowd, whoever's willing to receive it. I'm not on here doing stupid shit. I'm on here trying to enlighten you and empower you. That's the difference. And for lame-ass people to come in and tell me that my chat and my video and my channel is lame, you just outed yourself as a lame motherfucker that needs his mommy. How you show up in my chat shows me exactly who the hell you are and what type of person you are. So I'm just talking about karmic energy, Kevin. I'm talking about how people decide to think that they're going to supposedly support me and my channel and then expect things in return of that donation. Meanwhile, I'm already working my fucking ass off trying to do what I'm doing right now. Trying to stay focused and trying to tap in and try to give messages that need to be given. Welcome in, Todd. Nice to see you here. It's been a quick minute. Hope all is well with you. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. We've got 12 in the chat. It's great to have you aboard this little crazy train. Renee, welcome in. Welcome in, Renee. And I know my OGs and I know my true supporters. I'm very thankful. I'm very honored. I'm very humbled to be here for you, for the collective. Don't get me wrong. A lot of the messages that I just been spouting out are to particular people that need to kind of give their head a shake and understand that, you know what, I'm genuine and I need genuinity. Instead of disrespect, instead of manipulation, and, you know, show up right, please. That's all I'm expecting. Respect and honor, it's a good thing to do, yeah. Friendship, tribe energy, yeah. That's what I'm trying to form here. And don't think for 1 second that I don't appreciate what is being given, the donations and whatever else. I do appreciate it. It literally helped me get out of a very toxic situation. So I'm very grateful. Very grateful. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Yes, it is Pride Month. All right, let's do a 6 stack for the collective energy right now. Dragons of the north, south, east, and west, please be here to guide us in our way of our highest timeline. Let what is hidden be revealed. Three of Wands in the reverse. Somebody missed out on something. Somebody missed out on something and they weren't really inspired to go to begin with. Like, they weren't feeling it. All right, so there's a Tower. The Two of Cups. The Eight of Swords reversed. The Eight of Swords reversed. So somebody's no longer in their head about something. Somebody thought that they missed out on something. Maybe they missed out on something. I don't know. There's a tower here, major changes. There's a 2 of cups. There's 8 of swords. So somebody's no longer in their head about how they feel about you. They just don't know how to come forward. They want to get back what they lost, in an essence of all the lost time that they didn't realize. Like, they want to make up for lost time is the feeling I get. And we have the Ace of Cups coming out in the shuffle, and it's clarifying the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. So this is substantial. Somebody wants to give some sort of cup of love. Like, it's like somebody's thinking that they're missing out on something, but they're not. It just hasn't happened yet. So really, I'm really getting divine timing with this. 3 of Coins. This is about a new collaboration as well, of stability. Trying to figure out a collaboration. Somebody's looking into something as far as how can we collaborate together, in essence of. But there's like love here. There's a relationship here. There's definitely divinity. There's divine love here. And major changes. Somebody's not going to be happy with these changes. The 8 of Coins in reverse. So it's like something somebody built is all falling apart. And this is why they want to maybe come in and collaborate. It's the King of Wands in reverse. Yikes. It's either that or they're wanting to collaborate to destroy something. The 8 of Coins in reverse. To have you in your feels. To have you in your panic. What is the clarification? Is there any clarification? Okay, so the Ace of Coins in reverse. With the 3 of Coins and the 8 of... So somebody sees on how they can come in and collaborate with you to rip apart what you're building and basically take what you have. That's what they're trying to see. They're trying to create a tower maybe through love, weaponizing love. 5 of Cups on its side. So it's like giving me something. Somebody doesn't want to change. Somebody's not willing to change how they feel. We got the 5 of Cups on its side. So the King of Cups in the reverse on the bottom. This is somebody that's not even capable of love. It's like they're coming in to show love, but they're really not capable of it. The Ace of Cups and the 2 of Cups is out here right side up. It's either that or there's another energy here. There's 2 energies maybe. I don't know. We'll get some more on it. And I'm going to clarify this one, I think. What's going on? Yeah, the Lovers in reverse. So it very well could be a Gemini. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming in. You've probably seen this already. The High Priestess is on the bottom of the deck. So you've probably seen this already. You could have had a vision of this already. So, like somebody wants to start over, but the Ace of Swords, they don't know how to communicate, where the fact that they don't know how to communicate created a tower, or they're just lying. They lied about the 2 of Cups. They lied about the Ace of Cups. Like 1 minute they want, it's either that you're loving yourself, you're filling your own cup, and somebody's not liking that. The fact that you're not destroyed. The fact that you're not, like, I don't get this. Tell me more. It was starting off nice. I'm sorry, collective. But you know how these readings go. The dragons don't usually talk karmic energy. I'll tell you that much. This is supposed to be a divine, like somebody's coming in like it's a divine energy. But they're just coming in like they've got nothing. They've got nothing. They're either their life is totally destroyed and they're looking to collaborate. they're looking for you to collaborate with their destruction, is basically what it is. It's like you're filling your own cup and you're saying no. Because all of the lies, the deception, the chaos, the instability. We got the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck again. Like, you're using your higher power, you're using your intuition to move through this. Alright? So, what do we got? We got the Knight of Coins. So somebody's coming in begging. There's somebody coming in begging. Somebody's coming in begging. And this is how it's going to create a tower. Because they feel like they missed out on you. But they're just coming in to lie and deceit just to steal off of you. It's being very deceptive. It's the King of Coins. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be, but it could very well be just you standing in your stability. It could very well be you being very grounded, being, nurtured by the elements. You could be nurturing with the elements. With the scoop. The Page of Coins in reverse. Yeah. They got nothing to offer you but lies and deception and begging. For forgiveness. For love. They're like a lost puppy. And again, your higher power is telling you all about this. Somehow it's coming in. Somehow we don't see the Eight of Wands yet, but who knows? We'll see. We will see how it turns out. What's the next card, Spirit? We got the Nine of Cups. Okay, so you're hitting towards your wish fulfillment, or somebody's coming in begging. Somebody doesn't have anything to offer you, and there's lies, there's deception about this Ace of Cups. This is their wish fulfillment. To try to lie to you about an Ace of Cups. And this is basically to cause you chaos. We got the Temperance here in the reverse. So the Temperance in reverse, this could be a Sag, quite possibly, that is going broke and has the heart for you, but going broke. You've got no decision towards this. You're saying no. They've literally got really nothing to offer you at this point for any type of wish fulfillment. And I think because you're in this wish fulfillment of yourself, you're in the Nine of Cups. I think they're wanting that portion of that Nine of Cups. It shows here that because you're making a decision of saying no, you're done with this because there was destruction every which way but loose with this connection. You're saying no. You're moving in a different direction. It doesn't matter what they have to say. You're moving in a new direction. You're not moving in their direction. They want to come in and move in a new direction with you because everything that they thought that they had is falling apart behind the scenes. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor, collective. All right? I think this is a test of wills to see if you're going to take this person back or not. I do believe this might be a past person. They're trying to manifest you. They see you in an Empress energy. You're very abundant. You're very nurturing. You're very kind. You're very loving. You're very abundant. You're very creative. And they don't think they can shine as bright as you. They don't think they can offer you what you are worth. And I think this is something to do with self-worth because we have the Five of Cups out here on its side. We got the Page of Wands on its side. So they're very reluctant to come forward. They're very reluctant to tap into their own wisdom and their own intuition in order to actually come forward in a correct way. But again, the Wheel of Fortune, it's all about divine timing. It's about destiny. Things are happening in a way that are going to, I think, change things up. I think the divine has something better for you, to be honest. I think they very well could be keeping it quiet. Like, I have a feeling this new love, this new rhythm, because maybe there is a new love coming in. Somebody's trying to, you know, not communicate about it, or somebody wants to keep it silent. Maybe somebody wants to ruin it or sabotage it, so you have to keep it silent. You have to keep quiet because of that. Because of these chaos people. The Ace of Wands is in the reverse on the bottom of the deck, so there's definitely some destruction happening, sabotage in behind the scenes. They're trying to work on that and to bring that about, but you keep silent, you're not communicating. I'm really picking up a Gemini energy. It doesn't have to be. As soon as I picked up on that Gemini energy, the Wheel of Fortune came out in the reverse. And I've seen it like 3 times already in the upright until I mentioned the Gemini. So I'm thinking that the Gemini, it's not working in their favor at all. And the Ace of Wands, again, is in the reverse. So I'm thinking there's a no-go, Joe, with this person. Whoever this might be for you. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Gemini, but this is somebody that you just do not have any balance with. All they did is bring chaos to your life. And, you know, they could have love bombed you. They could have gave you a whole bunch of this or that, but it was all under false pretenses. It was all under manipulation, okay? So it didn't have good intention. Now, it doesn't have to be, but if you've had this type of energy happen, it could very well be that, just that energy. So what I'm saying is it doesn't have to be a Gemini. For some of you, it may. What do we got? We got the Knight of Cups. I get this feeling that they want you to have compassion towards them, and they want you to have compassion against their chaos that they've experienced. They want you to have compassion for their chaos. Maybe they're coming in to ask you for help because you are sitting here in this Empress energy. You could very well be nurturing their chaos to help them find solutions to certain situations. What's the next card? With this Two of Wands next to the Temperance reverse, some things are not going in their favor and they just want to move on into a new direction. With the Two of Coins in the reverse, clarifying the Temperance, and the Two of Wands in the right side up. This is about wanting to move in a new direction, but unable to balance to do so. The Justice is in the reverse with the Empress and the Knight of Cups. So there very well could be some sort of injustice with some sort of act of compassion towards the Empress. Quite possibly the Empress energy. So the Empress could very well be facing some sort of injustice. The High Priestess, Queen of Swords. The Empress needs to stand in their power and really hone in on their intuition and call upon their higher power in order to get through this. Because somebody's trying to create a huge imbalance. Two more cards. One at a time, Spirit. What do we got? Collective, you need to stand true on your integrity and your standards and your boundaries. Okay? You have your certain particular point of view because you have your certain particular point of view. And you're very protective of your energy, and you should continue to do so. Yes, call your power back. Your intuition is there, and definitely, it's definitely on point. So listen to your inner voice. What do we got for the next card, Spirit? Yeah, we got the Hanged Dragon on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, steadfast. Don't let people gaslight you. You got the right idea. The Ace of Wands in reverse. So there's some sort of no new beginning. Somebody's creating an imbalance because of some sort of compassionate aspect. It's a no-go, Joe, with this particular energy, right? Somebody came forward with some sort of compassionate, and it fell apart, and it created an injustice for the Empress, as well as Ace of Wands in reverse. So like this is like uninspired. Like it's like a total turnoff. It's like yeah, this ain't gonna work. You know, it's an ending of a connection. It's unfortunate. Like somebody, it's almost as if somebody doesn't want you to move forward and they want to create chaos. And you're going to release this betrayal eventually. With this being the third, you know, your cap card with the Three of Swords, you're going to release this betrayal. And we got the Ace of Wands in the reverse with the Page of Cups in reverse. So this is very manipulative energy. King of Cups reversed. Judgment reversed. This King of Cups misjudged you hardcore. A Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Very wishy-washy, very manipulative. They're being stopped in their tracks. Right? Because, you know, there's something about this. Somebody doesn't deserve what treatment that they're receiving. And all this King of Cups was doing is casting illusions. And nurturing their illusions. Nurturing their bullshit. Five of Wands, now they have no other choice but to come in and reconcile. Right? Because everything that they've decided, you know, they're energetically or financially or whatever, they're screwed. They're literally screwed at this point. Yep, they went from a okay, so because of this situation, you went from a 9 of coins in reverse to a 10 of coins right side up. Okay, because of the situation with this King of Cups. Right? They made you like you were dependent. They made you like you were dependent on them, or they were dependent on your energy. They were siphoning off of you, off of your independence, or off of your energy or money or finances, somehow creating illusions. And it's almost as giving me the fact that they were making you out to be somebody that you're not, is the feeling I'm getting. To try to stop you, to try to ruin your reputation, to make you out to be somebody that you're not. They wanted you to be somebody that's not satisfying. You know, you're not going to get any satisfaction out of the situation kind of person. They were talking shit about you. Okay, so there's going to be some sort of a betrayal. You're going to release this betrayal. It might be a bit of a tower for you because it's going to be an act of compassion to come in to start with, and then it's going to ricochet into chaos. And it's all because of lies and deception, and, you know, people just don't know how to show the fuck up right. And instead of showing up right and actually being cordial and civil, they're showing up in a bunch of fucking chaos. So it's going to be some turbulent waters. There's going to be some changes. There's going to be a lot of bullshit. But you will get through this. You will release it. It is an injustice. But I think things will change. Things will get better after this. It's just other people are not sure with their own self-worth, and they feel that they can affect other people at the same time, thinking that they can actually get away with it and not get any flack back. The divine sees absolutely everything. I'm going to just say that. I'm going to vibe this. I haven't used the vibe deck in a little while, so I'm going to vibe that. Vibe it, vibe it, vibe it. And I'll, yeah. I got my spirit song deck for the other bit. I love my tribe, and I so much appreciate every single one of you. Okay? I just wish these other energies would show up right and show up in a respectable, not so vulgar, not so karmic energy, because I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Like, stop coming into my chat and embarrassing yourself. You can do way better than this. I hold more regard for you than that. Okay? For anyone that comes into my chat. For anyone to show up and be respectable, whatever else, I am more than happy to help you. Okay? There's times that I'm not into the chat, and it's because I'm channeling, I'm giving messages, I'm focusing on the message that I need to focus on putting out there. But when I jump into the chat, that's a different story. That's when you ask your questions. When you know that I'm in the chat, that is when you ask your questions. Because then you know that I'm going to get your question. You know? There's a time and a place for everything. And the description box tells you all about it. Okay? There will be times where I will be in the chat and I will ask if you guys have any questions. I usually start with priority members that support me. Of course I would. Right? They help put food in my mouth. They help, you know, they help me get to where I am right now. And I'm very grateful for every single donation, every single dollar that you guys have given forward towards me in order to get to where I need to go. To be safe. To be able to provide you with more riveting, deep, inspiring content. So I appreciate every single one of you. Okay? That goes without saying. At least it should. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify. We'll vibe it first. We will vibe it first. Can you talk to me a little bit more about the Three of Swords, Spirit, please? With the vibe, tell me more about the Three of Swords reversed. What's going on with the Three of Swords? So we got tension, stressed out, migraines, worry in the reverse. So you are no longer stressed out. You're no longer got the migraines, no longer worried. I think you cut ties with somebody, freedom, standing up for yourself. You're awakened. What's going on with this? And I get a feeling somebody wants you stressed out, somebody wants you having migraines, somebody wants you worried. You're coming out of isolation. You're no longer feeling rejected. You're not feeling left alone. You're not feeling self-inflicted. You're not, you're not isolated anymore, right? We got the consequences card in the back in the back of the deck, in the reverse as well. So I'm getting somebody thinks that all of the shit that they threw at you, you're not receiving the consequences, right? Of those actions, right? It's almost as if it's blowing up in their face. That's kind of what I'm giving. It's kind of what it's given. They're paranoid, cautious, insecure, and guarded. They're paranoid. Yep. Okay, what else? Consequences. Yeah. So they can't keep things balanced, and they're facing consequences for their bad choices, their games, and their mixed signals, and all their bullshit. Like, they had no right doing what they did. It was premeditated. It was clearly premeditated. Whatever they were doing, they did this to rip you apart. This is to continue cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. They wanted you spiraling, is what they wanted. And instead you rose up. Instead of you hating yourself, you ended up loving yourself instead. Which totally ruined their whole plan. And congratulations, collective, because good fucking going for you. You deserve a celebratory drink, okay? It's on the house. You let go of all this toxic bullshit. No more drama, no more arguments, no more incompatibility. People aren't compatible with you, you're cutting it out. Like, it's done. All right, is there any other vibes for this reading, Spirit? You can throw it out now. For any of the other cards that are here, you can throw it out onto the card and to clarify it if you need. Thank you. Healing, self-care, introspection, meditation. So with this clarified over the Eight of Swords in the reverse, this is you stepping into what you lost, right, of yourself. Really, the introspection, meditation, self-care, you really kind of lost yourself in this. This is where a lot of your stability was, right? And you kind of lost yourself with that. So you're taking that time for you to pour back into you. You're no longer trapped in your head about this. You're finally finding your zen. You're finally finding your self-worth. And you're not allowing these fucking numbskulls to have at your energy anymore. You're done. You're putting your foot down. Okay? And congratulations, all right? You've done well. I'm happy for you. You deserve to find peace and love and tranquility in your life. You're glowing up. New opportunities, new career, successful business. So good things are happening for you, okay? Beautiful fucking things are happening for you, collective. Okay, you very well could get a new love coming in, and they might want to try to destroy it, so keep it to yourself. Okay, you got a narcissist, an egotistical opportunist, very fragile. You could probably snap them in half with a sentence. It's kind of pathetic. Okay, so if you just kind of like play your cards right, they'll just show themselves like a dumbass that they are, and you'll be able to just laugh and walk away. What's the deal? Yeah, you're seeking harmony, balance, peace, happiness, and I guess they're begging for it. Because this clarified the Page of Coins. So they got nothing to offer you, but they want balance, peace, and happiness with you. Meanwhile, all they did is bring you fucking chaos. Like, can you make sense to that? They're the ones that brought you nothing but fucking chaos, and yet they want harmony with you? No, what they want is harmony with the divine, right? They're thinking that they can come to you to get through to the divine, because the divine ain't answering back to them. Why? Because they're such a fucking dumbass. Okay? They're a dumbass for thinking that what they were doing, they were going to get away with it, thinking that all the destruction that they thought they were going to bring to you wasn't going to affect them at all. That's how arrogant and, what's the word I'm looking for? Entitled that they are. Thinking that they were going to get their way. But it's really not. It's actually blowing up in their face. And now they're having no other choice but to come to you to beg for harmony. Okay? They want harmony, balance, and peace and happiness with you now. All of a sudden. Right? But all their life is chaos. Interesting. What else do we got going on with the vibe check? Yeah, clingy, old exes, dead relationships, old ways. So this quite possibly could be a new ex, somebody that you just left or let go of within, I don't know, the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever. This isn't somebody like, this is somebody new that you just let go of, walked away from. They are the ones that are apparently wanting to come in and heal the betrayal, and because their whole life has gone to shit. If they see the injustice that they did, though, there is some sort of an accountability here, and I think they're being like forced to come in to show their accountability. And I think by coming in to ask you for help, to help them to clear the chaos, like somebody's just doubled over in tears right now. That's the feeling I get. Somebody's doubled over in tears. The fact that you blocked them out, the fact that you moved on, the fact that you didn't say fuck all to them, you didn't call them, you want them to stop calling or messaging or whatever the case may be. You just literally want fuck all to do with them. Okay? And it's because of the way that they betrayed you. It's because of the way they brought chaos into your life when all you were wanting was peace. Hopeful, inspired, optimistic, success in reverse. So, yeah, they're not hopeful or inspired or optimistic or successful because this Page of Wands and the Five of Cups here, you're healing your heart space, right? You are inspired to move forward, but they do not want you to. They do not want to change. They are not hopeful. They're not inspired to change. They're not optimistic. They don't want any, they don't think that they're successful, they're going to be successful, and they don't want that for you either. Okay? This is the whole thing. They do not want you shining brighter than they are. And they're pretty fucking dull. You let go of an abusive, conniving, unpredictable psychopath. Okay? And this is who was lying to you. This is who was creating all the chaos for you. Okay, it could be a sociopath, to be honest. It might not be a psychopath. It could be a sociopath, because they're slightly different in their actions and how they care and not care. But yeah, we got the narcissist on the bottom of the deck, but it's in the reverse. So you very well could have been questioning yourself because they made you so fucking crazy in your head as to whether or not you were or not, but you're not, okay? You've just dealt with some really lustful, dirty-ass people. Very greedy, by any means necessary, very inconsiderate. And you're no longer broken, you're no longer having nightmares, no longer having any type of failures because you're straightened up and flying right. Okay? You were not focused on all the drama or the karma or the karmic bullshit is what I meant. And, you know, you're done with that energy. Right? It doesn't vibe with you. And they're envious. They're resentful. They're being competitive. They're discontent. They're not happy at the fact that you're recharging, you're letting go, you're clearing your mind, you're healing from this situation that they're trying to bring to you with all of the chaos. Because they're trying to bring you down. And it's not working. In fact, you're embarrassing them in front of their colleagues, as I want to say it. Is there any other vibe here for this reading for my collective? What else? Yeah, they're gambling with their life at this point. I'm getting the ancestors coming in. They're gambling with their fucking life right now. What's going on? There's no apology here. They're just as arrogant as they are. Rash actions, insincerity, insecure with their bullshit. There's no apologies. They're not going to come in with any apologies. This could somehow be dealing with some sort of family ties, blood ties in inner circle. I don't know. But they could have very well been creating chaos with your family somehow, some way, and behind the scenes. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of legal, lawyers, court work, court paperwork. Somebody's trying to stagnate the legal work, the legal system, so that way you don't get any justice. Somebody's trying to, some sort of family member is stagnating the process. Something to do with lawyers, court, paperwork, something. This is partially, I think, the injustice going on. Nurturing, mentorship, wisdom, giving back. Yeah, they don't want you giving back. They don't want you giving any wisdom. They don't want you being a mentor. They want to shut you down, by the sounds of it, by the looks of it. Suffering in silence. Yeah, they want you suffering in silence. They don't want you speaking up. It's in reverse. Right? Because you're speaking up. Right? You're speaking up about it. You're sharing your feelings. You're sharing how it broke you. You're sharing how it literally destroyed you and you had to build yourself back to something, you know, better than what it was. And you had to do it without these people that you could, you know, that were supporting you. They were in your family of, you know, column of family. You know, family's supposed to support you. It's supposed to be a, you know, it's a thing. But apparently, this family was not supportive at all. They're very toxic. They don't want you recharging. They don't want you even breathing. They don't want, you're not letting go of this. You're not going to clear your mind. Everything is going to come back. Everything is going to come back and haunt you, apparently. But that's what they think. But it's blowing up in their face. It's literally blowing up in their face because of what they've done to you, collective. They were not gentle. They were not nurturing. They were not mothering. This could very well be a mother. Somebody very deceitful. Now they're coming in begging for forgiveness. They're two-faced. Double life, cheater, backstabber. You created boundaries, disrespect. Enough is enough. Defend yourself. You stood up to these people. You stood up to them. You created boundaries. You're like, fuck this shit, fuck that, fuck this, fuck everything. And you moved on. You moved into your own energy. You moved into your own life. And they don't like it. They don't like the fact that you moved on. And you're actually succeeding at what they tried to break you on. To where they, you know, you didn't get to succeed at all. This is what they wanted. They didn't want you to succeed at all. And I'm getting a message they wanted you dead in a ditch somewhere. You're not supposed to be living right now. You're not even supposed to be alive right now. And I'm getting something about a destiny, something about money, something about something that was hidden from you, something that you don't even know about. You know about some of it, but some of it you don't even know. And this is why they want you dead, because if you're out of the picture, then it goes to them. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be, but some people could already have false documents made out, false signatures, false documents, everything else, and put in your name in some sort of way that very well could be behind the scenes that you don't even know about. There very well could be someone out there acting as you. But the divine is not going to allow this to happen. They're seeing how far, the divine is seeing how far they're actually taking this. But it's going to make it seem like they're actually getting away with it, but they're really not. They're setting themselves up for ultimate failure, where it's going to come back and blow up in their face. And I'm getting in spirit, without a doubt. With no doubt whatsoever. And I think the ancestors are calling through, and they're fed up. They are livid at the way that you have been treated, collective. Whoever you are, whoever's resonating with this message tonight, the chaos that you've ensued, the ancestors are livid. Because you live in honor, you live in integrity, you live in compassion, unconditional love, healing. You're a light worker, you're a healer. This is who I'm tapping into right now. The ancestors are not happy. And I'll tell you right now, the dragons, they be looking for a snack. So these people having this shit blow up in their face, get your popcorn ready. Because they think they've got it in the bag. They think that they've got it going on for themselves. They think that they can do what they want to do and they're going to get away with it. Everything is going to be fine. You know, it's all going to work out for them. It's not. It's not. It's going to literally blow up in their face. They're not going to like what's about to happen. Because they're going to be caught red-handed. Going to be caught red-handed. And it's a sad day that they have to be acting this way just to try to ruin somebody that's trying to be inspiring. And the thing is they think the world revolves around them, so everything that you're inspiring about, they're thinking that you're talking to them. You're not talking to them. You very well could be talking about them at some points, or talking to them, but you're not talking of them. This particular person was very deceptive towards you. Nothing but lies. Very wishy-washy. Pretty well had you begging, but they're now having to come in and beg for your forgiveness. All right. Can I get some clarification on the injustice, please, Spirit? We're going to jump into the tarot now. So stay tuned. If this current message doesn't resonate with you, chances are there very well be another 6 stack tonight. I'm probably going to do either 2 or 3 6 stacks with clarification. So if this first message isn't yours, make sure you hit the like button, tap in, and maybe the next one is for you. Donations are gratefully accepted through a super chat, super sticker, super thanks. You can order a reading from me through my Hipsy link if you're interested. It is a personal reading. All right, Spirit, what do we got going on with this injustice card? Can you give me more information on that, please? We got the Six of Shells. So this is sediment, this is nostalgia, this is old energies. This could be something to do with family. It's supposed to talk about sediment, joy. It's almost like it's given it, like, with this being an injustice, we're talking strength on its side, so I'm pretty well calling it. Like, they tried to disingenuous you, they disenfranchise you, knock you down, I'm hearing put you in your place, and it failed miserably. Seven of Crystals in reverse, so yeah, everything they planted, or everything you planted, basically uprooted. It was a dead seed. The Wheel of Fortune here, it's in your favor, okay? The Divine seen absolutely everything. Don't kid yourself. The Seven of Crystals reverse, this is about planting seeds and nothing grows, okay? So everything that they tried to do to disenfranchise you fell apart. It blew up in their face. The wheel is in your favor. The Nine of Feathers. So this created a huge awakening for you. This empowered you, despite the pain, despite the sadness. We got the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Despite the fact that you had to change the way you love yourself, the way that you love other people, the way that, you know, love in general, because of the heartbreak, because of them trying to break you. They thought that you were going to crawl back to them, asking for forgiveness, asking for what they've done to you. You're supposed to crawl back and ask for forgiveness for what they did to you. Can we make this right? Can we make sense of this? They literally wreak havoc in your fucking life, wreak absolute chaos in your life, and you're supposed to apologize to them. You're supposed to apologize for their bullshit that they created for your demise. Can we make that make sense? Can we like make a mathematical equation of that and break that fucking rate down, please? Because I tell you right now, that's a bunch of fucking bahoolery as far as I'm concerned. You best not, collective, you best not be apologizing for their fucking chaos that was meant to bring about your fucking demise, and you're supposed to apologize? Not on my watch, not if you're in my tribe. No, you stand your fucking ground. Why? Because they're despicable human beings. That's why. They don't deserve your forgiveness. Okay? They don't deserve your forgiveness. If anything, they deserve your foot on their face for even thinking and having the audacity to think that you're going to apologize for their chaos of your demise that you glowed up with. They're envious, okay? They are literally, they're livid at the fact that everything that they did to you to ruin you and bring you to your demise literally helped you glow up. Because you transmuted that shit. You transmuted it, and it brought you blessings upon blessings upon, but every blessing that you got was of their workings of your demise. And the more they move forward to bring about your demise, the more you will win. See, that's how the divine works. When you stand in good intention, when you stand in a healing light, when you stand in an inspiration to the world, to humanity, You are divinely guided, guarded, and protected. You've literally got fuck all to worry about as long as you are staying in alignment. Because you will be provided for. So don't think for 1 second that they're not thinking about you. Don't think for 1 second that they're not reminiscing about all the times that you were caring and nurturing and understanding to them. Don't think for 1 second they're not thinking about every second that you showed compassion and love to them. Because they are. And you know what? Deep down, they absolutely love and adore you. Okay? But they're literally ripped apart by all their fucking trauma and all their pain that they threw at you. They're ripped apart. And they don't even know how to act anymore. They've lost themselves. They've lost their whole ability to even think, let alone get through their day. They're running around on autopilot thinking that that's going to help them. It's not. And because they don't want to feel what they're feeling. And it's coming in over a wave over them. It's coming in like a wave over them. It's coming in. They're going to feel it. And with this Saturn return, with the alignment, with the Saturn and all that within Aries, they're feeling it. And this is the alignment that I was talking about over a year ago. Okay? This was the alignment that I was talking about over a year ago that was going to change some things. And yes, there's a lot of chaos going on, but people are being held accountable for their bullshit on a spiritual level. Right? This isn't even in the 3D yet. This is in the 5D. This is in the spiritual aspect of things. We're currently, right now, in the middle of a spiritual war, if you haven't figured it out yet. And people don't understand how this all works. Right? They're thinking that being in this karmic energy is something that it's just part of the game. No, it's not. It's of ultimate choice as to whether or not you want to hold that karmic energy, or if you want to learn and evolve and move into your higher timeline, which is in the North Node energy, which is in the divine energy. It's ultimately your choice. And some people are so bent out of shape, they can't even figure it out for themselves. So anything that has validity or anything that has any truth to them, they call it lame. They call it stupid. They call it dumb. They call it way out there. It's crazy talk. Oh yeah, okay. So let it be crazy talk. Sweet dreams, Shelley. So Spirit, what's going on with the situation of the 9 of Cups, please? What's the wish fulfillment? 3 of Feathers. So yeah, this is the wish fulfillment to be rid of this bullshit. To be finally cleared of this. 8 of Feathers. So again, the 8 of Swords. Again, alright? This is the wish fulfillment. To finally release this bullshit and, you know, see it for what it is. See it for the truth. You know, this is the wish fulfillment. What do we got? That 5 of Feathers. So somebody wants to reconcile with you. Right? They love you, apparently. Somebody loves you. King of Feathers and the 5 of Shells reversed. So the King of Feathers, I guess you're standing on truth, or this could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They've changed their whole way of the way they love people. The way they love themselves. Maybe they've done some sort of work on themselves. This could just be you standing in your power, standing for truth, standing for justice. You could have had to change the way that you loved yourself. This is the wish fulfillment, right? So you bounce back. That's what it's showing here. You definitely bounced back. You reconciled with your inner child, maybe. Page of Shells. There's definitely some sort of an apology coming forward. The Traveler. So this is a new leap of faith in a new direction to celebration and tribe. So wish fulfillment. You took a leap of faith in a new direction and you found your tribe. You found your celebration. You found your... what else? Eight of Acorns. You found your energy. You found some sort of results with your leap of faith of moving in a new direction. Right? So you've got definitely some major contenders, major something coming in for you. The High Priestess is in reverse. Something you don't see coming. What about this? The Two of Feathers. You're going to have to make a decision. What about the Ten of Acorns, about healing a particular situation? The Page of Feathers. So somebody's watching. Hi. Somebody's watching. Somebody's studying you. Queen of Crystals. Somebody's nurturing themselves. So somebody sees you nurturing yourself. Somebody sees you... Ten of Shells in the reverse. Queen of Crystals. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're in a total dystopia. They want to heal something with you. Could be a Capricorn. High Priestess says you're on the money. Okay. We got the Six of Feathers. You're transitioning insight. So you're moving on to calmer waters. It seems as though. Two of Crystals in reverse. Something about juggling. Unbalanced. Somebody's unbalanced because you walked away. The Moon. Some sort of imagination or perspective or whatever. You're far out is what I'm getting from Spirit. The Nine of Acorns. You're a wounded warrior. You're getting somewhere. You're persevering. You've got power. Somebody's into this destructive mode. Empress in reverse. It's like somebody's self-destructing. Because, oh, okay. So, somebody's self-destructing because you're winning. Because you're stepping up. Queen of Shells. Ace of Crystals. Five of Acorns. So, there's a Queen of Shells wants to come in and reconcile with you. And give some sort of a gift. Ace of Crystals. A Cancer... Pisces, Scorpio wants to come in and give some sort of something. But it's something that you're going to say no to. It's weird. It's a weird energy. Like, they're coming in to offer you something, but it's not something that it looks like you're... It's not something that you're wanting. It's kind of like giving me no gojo. Like, it's deceptive. Like once the piece of paper is crumpled up, there's no uncrumpling the piece of paper. You just get a new piece of paper. It's the way it is. Because this piece of paper is very, very precious, and when you put it into other people's hands and they crumple it the fuck up, somehow they want to flatten that paper out and make it all better again, and that paper is always going to be crumpled. But somebody wants a new beginning with you with the Ace of Acorns, Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. But it's like something, I don't know, it's really giving me... It's really giving me you need to use your discernment moving forward. With whatever the situation is, you need to use your discernment. You need to use your intuition. You need to be tapped the fuck in, because there's certain people coming in with genuine energies, and then there's certain people coming in with very vindictive, very envious, very jealous, very bitter intentions. Okay, so yeah. Please understand that it is ultimately your choice, collective, what you bring into your life and how you manifest your best timeline. Okay? Don't allow other people to come in and tell you otherwise. Tell you that you're not good enough, or tell you that you can't rise, you can't shine, you can't do what you want to do. Specifically, if you are being an inspiration, you are in a dharmic kind of energy. If you are with good intention and inspiring, if you're in this intention and in this idea of empowerment and healing, nobody's going to tell you otherwise. Okay? Just me, between me, you, and the light post. No one. I don't care who they are. They don't have a say over your destiny. Okay? And there's an audacity with certain people that think that they have it, that they have some sort of a control over who you're going to become. And what you're going to do with your energy, what you're going to do with your time, what you're going to do with, you know, your whatever else. None of their fucking business. Okay? Now, if you have a lover, if you have a wife, a husband, whatever, and if they're not in alignment with you, that's your ultimate choice to either stay there or go. And if you choose to stay, you're choosing that energy to be there. Nobody else. All right, Spirit, we got the next 6 stack coming out. What do we got going on? What do we need to know right now? What has been hidden from us? A different timeline, a different message for my collective, please. Another 6 stack coming right up. So we are starting with the 4 of Wands reverse. Somebody's foundation is absolutely crumbling around them. What's going on, dragons? We got the 8 of coins. Okay. Somebody's having an awakening. So this is this crumbling is not happening to you. It's happening for you. What's the situation? All right, so the King of Swords in reverse. So somebody's being deceptive. Oh, okay. Tell me more. It could be this King of Swords that is having their whole foundation crumble. They're very much bitter. They're very wishy-washy. They don't know how to show up. Can I get 2 more to finish this row, please? All right, we've got the 3 of Swords. So, yeah, this energy is peeking on through, and their whole foundation, what they wanted to build, is falling apart. And it's all because of their lies and the deception that they had, what they brought to the table, their wishy-washy bullshit. They totally misjudged you. Okay? And for some odd reason, now they feel betrayed, is the feeling I get. They feel betrayed by you. Meanwhile, they betrayed you. It's like they don't want to take accountability. Like, I'm really picking up on a narcissist. And because of the betrayal, they've kind of went into isolation. They're in a hermit mode. Wanting to heal something with you. I'm really getting a feeling of regret and shame. But That's rare for a narcissist or a sociopath or a psychopath. It's very rare for those types of people because they don't feel anything. All right? Okay, so they wanted to bring about an instability to an empress energy. 8 of coins, clarified by the empress. The 4 of wands in reverse, clarified by the empress. So, all right, so this is, I guess, this is the next chapter to the previous reading. So there was a ring on it. There was a promise. There was some sort of a beautiful new beginning promised to this empress. And this empress was at the top of her game. This empress was in a position of great power at that time. And they were in the process of going through an awakening, okay? And there was a particular energy here, very deceitful, very disrespectful, very much a liar, a cheater, backstabber kind of energy. That was very wishy-washy within this connection, okay? What's going on? What's the next card? This Empress is going through a rebirth. And it very well could be because of this King of Swords and what they did to them to bring them this rebirth. It's almost like they want credit for the chaos that they ensued in your life. Because now that you're glowing up, they want some sort of credit because of it. Some sort of recognition because they screwed with you enough that you fucking leveled up. They don't get nothing. They don't get fuck all. Because you know what? No. You didn't ask for this, Empress. You didn't ask for this. This King of Swords legacy, their 10 of Pentacles, is in the reverse. Okay? They've lost everything. They've lost their reputation. They've lost their credibility. They've lost their integrity, their authenticity. All because they choose to come up against you. We got the King of Coins. This is on its side. So the Page of Cups is clarifying with this 3 of Swords. So there was a King of Coins, Taurus, quite possibly. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that was meant to betray you. Okay, they were supposed to bring in a cup of love that was basically full of shit. Okay, it could be a Taurus, it could be a Capricorn, it could be a Virgo. Either way, it doesn't have to necessarily be that, but there was some sort of betrayal happening with somebody being very bitter to you. The Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of lies and deception here. The 4 of Coins. You were keeping your coins close to your chest. You were kind of in a hermit mode. You were very well could be in an isolation mode. But it seems as though this King of Coins very well could be at rest. I'm really kind of picking up on a Taurus energy, but I could be wrong. 2 of Wands. So this was basically meant to where this awakening was not going to happen. This is what they were planning. They did not want you to have this awakening. They did not want you to rise. They did not want you to step into this new endeavor. They lied on your name. They created a lot of bullshit behind your back, to the point where you had no other choice but to think for yourself and be rather stingy with your information and not being able to be able to give to others and whatever else. You were basically being put into this shell. They wanted to make you look like you were selfish. Okay? They wanted you to be bitter. They didn't want you sharing anything. They didn't want you creating balance. They didn't want you having a foundation. Nothing like that. And this is partially the part of the betrayal and the isolation, right? Of having you have your anxiety up and, you know, you having your cards so close to your chest and uninspired to move forward. What's the next card? Thank you. Queen of Wands. So there's an Ace of Swords. There's a Death card here. There's a Queen of Wands. You stood beautiful anyway. And you've got Justice. You have got justice coming in. Due to the lies, the deception, that what is done in the dark is going to be revealed. Eight of Wands. There's definitely something coming in. There's definitely something happening very quickly. Justice is coming in very quickly. And the Magician. Somebody's trying to manipulate so that way you don't move forward, that you do not step into this Queen of Wands energy. Very, very beautiful, vibrant, passionate, nurturing. This lady can take a house and make it a home, okay? Beautiful energy. Very magical, very intuitive, very intentional, very, very pure-hearted. Knight of Wands. So there's some sort of manipulation about this. Somebody's trying to manipulate the way forward for this Queen of Wands energy. Knight of Wands, moving forward with intention, moving forward rather quickly, methodically, intentionally, towards some sort of justice. Nine of Wands, reversed on the bottom of the deck. Somebody feels totally defeated, okay? They're trying to manipulate you to overthink on which way to go next. And we got the Four of Cups. You know you deserve way better than this, collective. Way better than this. So keep shining, okay? Keep shining. You deserve to shine. And continue opening your heart, moving forward with compassion, okay? The world needs love. Be consistent, be patient, okay? Know your intention moving forward is going to bless the world, in essence. Your ships are coming in, your blessings are coming to you. You are going to get what you need, you're going to get what you want, okay? So be consistent, be patient. Your ships are coming in. That wave, that perfect wave to surf on, is on its way. So pay attention. Don't miss out on what is actually meant for you, okay? The Sun, to start. This is your cap card, okay? So you've got nothing but beautiful, beautiful blessings coming. There's definitely blessings. There's joy. There's happiness. There's light, okay? So you are progressing, you are elevating, you are ascending. It's all about divine timing. It's about having the sun in your sky. It's about no clouds. It's about having joy in your life. And, you know, although the sun is very, very hot, you need to be humble with this joy. You need to be humble with this happiness, right? And you need to appreciate this happiness that's coming in, okay? So appreciate your everyday, appreciate what you got going on, because it's definitely worth it. Okay? All right, we're going to get a vibe for this reading. And then we're going to do some clarification. And we got one more 6 stack coming up after this. So if this is not your message, that's okay. Maybe the next one's for you. And if it's not that one, and if it's not any of them tonight, I'm sorry. But I thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate your support, and I thank you so much for being here to hear the message that is at hand here. What's the vibe to this second 6 stack message? What's the vibe? What do we need to know? What clarifies what, Spirit? You clarify the cards as see fit. Thank you. All right, so we have with the 8 of coins, and we have the King of Swords reversed, and we have the 4 of Wands. We've got daydreaming, heads in the clouds. They're in delusion, hopes and dreams. So they're daydreaming about your success. It's almost like they're trying to manifest your demise, your unrequited demise. And by that way, what I'm talking about is they want to try to keep their hands clean. Okay, they're being very deceptive. The fact that they're daydreaming, they got their head in the clouds and they're delusional about these hopes and dreams about, you know, or maybe they feel that you're delusional. Either one. All the great people that ever made any type of impact in the world were a little bit crazy or delusional. So there's that. What else do you want to clarify, Vibe? What else do you want to clarify in this reading? Can I get... Okay, so the Hermit. So somebody's isolated. They cannot escape. They cannot... They're in denial. They're not... They're running from excuses. They're in denial. They're trying to escape. It could be a Hermit. It could be a Virgo. I don't know. Flip it where it needs to go. It is the Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit is the Virgo card, but it doesn't have to be a Virgo. All right. It could just be somebody that's moving in isolation due to some sort of betrayal. Or you could have been in isolation and you stopped running. You stopped trying to escape and you stood up for yourself. Because running is on its side. So maybe you stopped running. Maybe you're out of this isolation. Maybe you're starting to be more social. Yeah, there's some sort of toxicity. Somebody's running away from their... Yeah. They're trying to isolate themselves. They're running away from the toxic drama, the arguments, the incompatibility, the antisocial. Maybe they want you in your feelings. They want you having the silent treatment, left out. Feeling left out. They want you suffering in silence. Or maybe that's them. Maybe they're suffering in silence for, you know, running away from their accountability. That could be it. What else? We've got exhausted, burnt out, burdened, and empty. This is some sort of justice for somebody. Maybe they're exhausted for trying to come for you. Yeah, legal is in the reverse, so lawyers, court, paperwork, they don't want the legal ramifications. And they're exhausted. They just wanted you to be a dirty little secret and then fuck off later. That's all they wanted. But they wanted you to have some sort of love here. There's some sort of love here, but there really wasn't. Suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. Thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions. So they continued with their addictions behind your back. They found out that you weren't going to play that game, and they didn't like it. So they discarded you because you didn't want to play their dumbass game. So they discarded you. And they continued on with their toxic bullshit, and now they're regretting it. Now they're exhausted. Now they're burnt out. They're burdened. They're feeling empty. They've got nothing left. And funny thing is, collective, they wanted this for you. And they only ended up doing it to themselves. It's rather pathetic. This could be a feminine energy. It doesn't have to be. But you're nurturing yourself. You're being gentle. You're kind of... maybe they're missing that energy about you, that you were so nurturing. You are stepping in this Empress energy, right? So you could take a house and make it a home, right? But they chose to run away from what was divinely guided to them and choose to continue their toxic bullshit. leaving you out in the cold, leaving you feeling in your feelings, giving you the silent treatment. You know, they wanted you suffering in silence. They didn't want you speaking out. They don't want the legal trouble that comes with all of this bullshit. Continuous cycles, bad decisions, quite possibly getting caught with addictions. And I'm not talking no joint. I'm talking like heavy shit. That's not your problem, collective. You're not into that shit. Yeah, they didn't want you cutting ties. They wanted you overthinking. Right? They didn't want you free. They didn't want you standing up for yourself. They didn't want you awakening. This is the whole purpose. This is why they were trying to bring you down. This is why they were trying to deceive you. Right? And again, you're just a dirty little secret. You're supposed to be a sex fix. They wanted it down low. They didn't want anybody knowing about it. Probably because they were married. Behind your back. I wouldn't be surprised. But today, right now, you're living in the moment. You got some good vibes. All right? You've got some good, you're in the moment. You're in the now. You've got good vibes. You are recuperating from all this bullshit. You're in the process of heading towards some major joy. Major, beautiful, beautiful energy. And Empress, there is no second chances with you. Okay? There is no deja vu. There is no nostalgia. There's no wishful fucking thinking. You know, people want to come in and create chaos for you and your foundation just to make you look bad because you're shining brighter than somebody else. And they would rather destroy you than support you. And even just support you and receive some sort of blessings from that. And they're all pissed off that you walked away from their bullshit and their chaos. And they're exhausted and they're empty now because of it. They've literally depleted themselves coming at you. Is there any other vibe here, Spirit, for this reading? Is there anything else for this reading? No? Okay. Let's jump into the tarot. Let's clarify some things here. Not everything, but some things. All right, Spirit, what's going on with this Ace of Swords? I want to know about the deception, about the non-communication, about the lies. What are they lying about? What are they lying about? We got the Four of Crystals. They're lying how you gave to them. They're lying how you took from them and how you created instability for them. Meanwhile, they did it to themselves. Okay? They did this to themselves. They created the conflict to start with. And they're trying to throw the accountability onto you. They're lying about how you gave to them. Yeah, because you're moved on. Because you're moving on in a new direction. They destroyed their own life. And you got out in the nick of time. You basically dodged a bullet. It was not even yours to even have anything to do with. And they tried to pull you in on it. It didn't work. Why? Because they gave you literally the bare minimum. They gave you the bare minimum for what you did for them. They gave you the bare minimum. They basically breadcrumbed you. With this Page of Cups in the reverse, they breadcrumbed you. Remember, you were their dirty little secret. Right? And because of all this shit, now you're receiving joy, now you're receiving success, now you're receiving You know, you're moving forward with some sort of compassion. Now you've got some sort of an awakening. You're stepping into this Empress energy. You know, you're glowing the fuck up, and they don't like it. And the fact that your glow up is their demise, because that's what they wanted for you. They wanted your demise, and they wanted to glow up over your demise. So the tables have fucking turned. You're flipping tables, stomping fables, and you're stepping into your power. You're calling your power back. You're cutting ties. You're returning to sender. You're transmuting that shit. You're done. Okay? You are done. And the fact that they're lying about how you gave to them, you pretty well gave them your whole life. And they said that you're the one that was ruining them. That you brought everything, all this chaos to their life. Meanwhile, you're the one bringing the peace. And all they brought you is illusions and deception and lies. No. The divine sees everything. That's the whole thing. People think they can get away with their ill intention. It's not going to happen. So whoever this is, what you don't see coming, whoever this is, they did not they did not self-empower. They did not do any shadow work. They have no ambition. Okay, there's absolutely no hope for this person. They're not healing. Okay, and it's looking like you need to stand up to this person. You need to stand up for yourself regarding this person. Okay, because you're going to be very victorious if you have to. It's like they don't want you moving in a new direction, right? So you have to stick up for yourself in order to remove this stagnance. Nurture your truth. Okay, nurture your truth, because it's looking like they're coming in to beg. Because they're not wanting to awaken, they just want to be back in your energy. And, you know, they just want to rest. And you were literally the best thing that ever happened to these people. Whoever this is that we're talking about, clarifying, that you were dealing with. You're literally the best thing that ever happened to them. Okay? And this is why they want to reconcile. You were their peace. And when you left, everything fell apart. And they would sooner sabotage you and ruin you than, you know, they want you to miss out. It's either that or they think that they're missing out. One of the two. The Ace of Feathers. So that's why they want to come in and lie. They want to get you out of sorts. They want to get you out of your element. They want you back in isolation. Right? So that way that you can give to them. But you need to stay focused. You need to stay methodical as to where you're going with what you're doing. You need to continue to keep doing that. You're building something beautiful with the 7 of crystals. You're weighing your options. You're getting results. Right? And you're moving forward. This isn't a race. It's a journey. It's very methodical. You're no longer in your head. You're coming out of a deep, dark night of the soul, quite possibly. You're having an awakening of some sort. You're stepping into a very high frequency energy. Congratulations. Thank you all. If you're new here, make sure you check out the description box for any information regarding a personal reading, how you can donate to the channel, or otherwise. I do thank you for hanging out with me tonight. What's going on with this justice, Spirit? Let us know with this justice. What's the justice? What is the justice? Okay, the 8 of Acorns. You got a lot of offers coming in. You got a lot of different possibilities coming at you. Things are going to speed up real quickly for you. Six of Acorns. You got success with this rebirth, Empress. You got success coming in. Triumph, victory. They can't stop this. You're like a fucking freight train right now. Okay? As you should be. All they can do is sit and watch. And be in awe. Right? All they can do is sit and watch. We've got the fucking 8 of Acorns in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. I found that funny. Yeah, they're being stingy. They're lying. They're being stingy. This could be an Aquarius Capricorn cusp. Queen of Crystals in reverse. Somebody is very, very, very fucking stingy at the fact that, and they're very dusty at the fact that you're receiving some sort of success with what you're doing. They're very envious and jealous of this. What else is going on? We got awakening. Somebody doesn't want to heal. They're very stubborn. They like their victim mentality. What's going on? Spirit. Now, if you're an Aquarius Capricorn cusp and you're not in victim mentality, I wasn't talking to you. Okay, so don't get offended. If you're in your divine energy, if you work hard and you work for your own money and everything is good with you, then great. But if you're a fucking gold digger and you're stingy and you rip people off and, then fit it where it goes. Fit it where it goes. I talk energy, so don't think every single message, little increments or side quests that we call in this situation here, don't think it's all for you or that I'm talking about you just because you're an Aquarius Capricorn cusp. Okay? If you're in your divine energy, then no, you're not this stingy bitch. Okay? Somebody wants you out in the cold. Right? Somebody wants you out in the cold. They do not want you persevering. They don't want you to have any possibilities. They want you constantly changing your environment, constantly moving, constantly not being able to have home. So they're trying their best to try to find... I'm really getting that you've got some sort of stalker. Okay? And I think what this is telling me... Yeah, Sun. So something is going to be revealed to you about these lies. Okay? And about this wishy-washy bullshit. Right? Something to do with the Taurus and a Gemini. I'm really kind of picking up on it. There's definitely justice coming for you. There's joy. There's the sun coming out double time. And the second time it come over, the lies are going to be revealed. The Ace of Swords in reverse, there's been no communication. There's been nothing. It's been dry. It's been a desert as far as communication. Something is coming in for you. Something is going to be revealed. You are receiving justice for a particular situation. Something to do with the stingy, jealous, envious Queen of Crystals. Okay? Regarding all of this. The strength, courage, and endurance. You have the strength of a fucking ox or an elephant. Pick one. Knight of Crystals. You continue having endurance, determination. You keep moving forward regardless. You're like a camel in the desert. You know, they go and go and go and go. They don't need a lot of water, but when they drink, they drink. Okay? To fill up their rump, and then away they go again. Right? You're releasing some sort of third-party bullshit that was done behind the scenes that you didn't even realize about. Or somebody's ending this third-party bullshit by the looks of it. Or somebody's not happy. The Magician. You're manifesting. You've got creative powers. You've got willpower. You're working with the elements. You've got something going on for you. You know, being the Queen of Wands, being the Empress, being that energy. You could be a masculine in your Queen of Wands and Empress energy. It's totally fine. It's just you're nurturing your intentions. You're nurturing. You're being magnetic. You're creating new. I'm hearing content. You're creating new things, new stories, new something. You're creating. Whatever the case may be, you're coming out of hiding. You're coming out of an isolation time. You're getting social again. Could be You went within to find your inner light, and you came out allowing it to guide you. So you did go through some sort of a dark night of some sort. You did some major shadow work that healed a lot of things, and people are not happy that you're healed. People wanted you in distraught energy. Page of Crystals. They wanted you begging. Okay? They wanted you begging, having no discipline, having no ideas, begging for help. But you're gaining a new foundation with the Four of Wands. I think you're finding love again, is what I'm kind of getting, but you're loving yourself first. What else? What else we need to know about this? Like I said, you're a fucking freight train right now. Right? You've got people in their emotions right now. For the healing that you've done for yourself, you've got people in their emotions because whatever they did to fuck you up helped you rise. And they were envious of you, just the fact that you got away. And then, now they're envious that you're winning, that you're glowing up, that you're actually making something of yourself, where they thought that whatever you were going to do wasn't going to be good. It wasn't going to have any validity. It wasn't going to have anything for you. It was going to be a dead end for you. That's what they wanted. Right? They didn't believe in you. They didn't want to believe in you. Some of them were envious. They wanted to be you. They would have rather take over what you had. And I think this is why they wanted your destiny. This is why they wanted you dead in a ditch. So that way they could take over what you had. And pretty well be you. But what they don't understand, if this is family, this goes to the next of kin. This doesn't go to the parent. Like, I'm really getting a parent energy in this. Like somebody envious of their child. Okay? And willing to put their life on the line in order to do something stupid in order to get their inheritance. Whether it be spiritual or otherwise. Because they're that fucking stingy. Right? Yet they'll call you out for being selfish, collective. They call you out for being selfish, yet behind the scenes they're colluding against you. They're sabotaging every new beginning for you. Really? This is probably the one that wants you to apologize for all the chaos that they ensued into your life to the point where you snapped and you fucked off. You're done with them. And because you're done with them and their chaos, now they feel disrespected because you left and you walked away. All because of their chaos, and now you're supposed to apologize for that. I'm really kind of picking up on that energy. Like, give me a fucking break. Give your fucking heads a shake. Whoever you are. Whoever you are, you queen motherfucking cunt. Whoever you are, give your fucking head a shake. Because you don't deserve anything of these blessings of the sun coming in. You don't deserve fuck all. Whatever this Empress has got going on, you deserve fuck all. You deserve to just sit there and watch. You don't even deserve popcorn. Like, just sit there and watch the success roll in for this person that you tried to pretty well bring to their demise. Meanwhile, they're being successful anyway, despite the chaos that you created, despite what you brought into their life, despite what you tried to rip apart. You know, their heart, their soul, their destiny. You tried to hold them back. Fuck you and your hack, whoever you are. Fuck you and your horse, even. Okay? I don't like disrespecting animals, but fuck you and your horse that you rode in on. My collective, whoever this reading is for, Empress energy, Queen of Wands energy, standing in your power, calling your fucking power back, keep doing that. Keep standing in your power. Okay, because you got nothing but blessings coming in. Because you've been through the hell, you've been through the Boer War and back, and you deserve every bit of blessing that you receive. Do you hear me? You deserve absolutely every bit of blessings that is coming to you. Full speed ahead. And I really get a feeling that whoever this person is that's trying to collude and, take away your blessings, they're in for extreme rude awakening. I tell you that right now. They're in for an absolute rude awakening for what they've done. Thinking that they can do this to people and actually get away with it. For some of you, this could very well be a stingy ex. For some of you, this could very well be a stingy family member. It could be a mother, an aunt, or somebody of a feminine energy. I really am picking up on a feminine energy. But it very well could. Maybe it's not a Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, or whatever, Capricorn, Aquarius, cusp, whatever. It very well could not be that, but there's definitely some very stingy energy. And we had a lot of the swords out, so that's air energy. There's a lot of wands, there's a lot of pentacles energy, but all the wands were pretty well in the upright. They were in good intention within this reading. So this is dealing with the Empress, I believe, the Empress energy. Just focus. Keep focused on your priorities and what you're building, and leave the rest behind. If there's something that you still need to heal to finally let it release, heal it. Take the time to heal it, because the less drag that you have, the quicker that you can go on that chariot. Okay, and the chariot didn't even show up in this reading because I think that you don't even need the chariot. Okay, you are being divinely guided throughout all this. Okay? Being divinely guided, you don't necessarily need a chariot. All right, let's get into number 3 for the 6 stack of dragon messages for this evening. Again, I thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you hit the like button, it might tap you into this energy and get you in on this message. So if you're here and you're watching and you want to tap into the message, we're 26 for 26, so we're doing all right. What are we going on, dragons of the north, south, east, and west? What are we going on about tonight for the number 3 message? What's going on, Spirit? All right, so we're starting off with the 5 of Swords. People talking shit. People being strategic. People, saying shit. People talking. People talking about people. I don't even know the words, but. Let's give them something to talk about. What's going on? Let's give them something to figure out. All right, so somebody's talking about your new beginning. Somebody's talking about how you moved. You took a leap of faith in a new direction, and it's actually favorable for you. This is a bit of a rebirth. You took a leap into a rebirth. Every time they try to kill you, you just don't die. You just keep going through another rebirth. And they're fed up. That's kind of funny information. You just keep living. You never die. You just don't die. It's kind of funny. For some, it's actually kind of spooky because they really got people coming up against you, collective. And you're just not dying. You're just not disintegrating into a pile of shit like they want you to. You just keep blooming and blossoming. Like a flower out of a stone. What's going on, Spirit? What do we need to know, dragons? What's the next card for the 6 stack? Come on. What's the deal? Alright, so 10 of coins. It's on its side. So there's the 10 of coins on its side. It's being held back. It's being held on to. It's having some sort of halt. So somebody's, I don't know. It's kind of giving me like somebody's legacy is on hold. Somebody's inheritance is on hold. Something's being investigated, I'm getting. I don't know why, but there's 10 of coins. This is like... somebody's trying to delay your blessings. Somebody's trying to delay your inheritance. Somebody's trying to delay your maybe spiritual inheritance, considering it's a fool. And you're stepping into your intuition. You're letting your intuition guide you. What's going on? Tell me more, tell me more. Give me more, give me more. What's going on, Spirit? You're being a little quiet. Speak up. You got this. Let's go. We got the 4 of Cups. You're probably not satisfied with whatever, or somebody's not satisfied with the fact that you found out something. You took a leap of faith and you're using your intuition. People are talking about that new leap of faith, and somebody's not satisfied with the fact that you took a leap of faith. And I'm hearing you took a chance, you took a bound at turning that frown upside down. Right? Spirit's saying that it's working out very favorable for you. It might be slow to start, but it's going to be a lot better. You're moving into a much easier time period for yourself. You need to keep manifesting that. You might have a lot of different emotional offers coming at you at this time. People want to be in your energy, quite possibly. What's going on, Spirit? Let's talk about it. Come on, dragons. Let's go. There we go. Yeah, so somebody's coming in to get you to overreact, to pull you out of this leader position that you're in. Okay? Because, and this is why they're prolonging your inheritance because of, you know, they want to get you to react. They want you to snap out. This is the whole idea. It's because if you snap out and you do something out of character, then you're going to blow it all out of proportion. Meanwhile, what they don't understand is that you're already in this emperor position. Right? You're not changing it for no one. Okay? And I'm putting that emperor back right side up because it kind of came in kind of upside down, but on its side, but more upside down. Okay? So they want you to really question yourself about this position that you find yourself in right now. Right? It's like they want you to sabotage it. They want you to fumble the bag. They want you to drop what you've got cooking all over the floor. They want you to spoil whatever you're building, whatever you're making. Right? They don't want you having a taste of it. And this is why this 10 of coins is on its side. right? So they very well could be throwing a whole bunch of emotions at you energetically, and they're not even touching you. Because why? Spirit's got you. You're the fucking emperor, okay? You're in this emperor energy. You stood in this power stance for a reason, okay? You earned it. What's going on? Thank you. Yeah. So the Nine of Cups in reverse, they don't want you standing in this position. They want you emotionally dependent. And this is why they're trying to break you. They want you to be emotionally dependent. They want you to be in this people pleaser kind of energy again. But you're not. You're standing straight up. One more for this level. One more for this level, please. I'll take it. Yeah, the Chariot. It's either somebody's getting put away or you're moving forward. Either way. Like, I'm not really getting a police situation, but it's like you're moving forward. You're like a fucking freight train, just like the Queen of Wands. And I don't know, this could very well be the next chapter into this whole big, huge reading. If you resonated with the last two readings, and we're moving into, this is, so the first reading very well could have been the past. A lot of the bullshit, a lot of the karma. The second reading could very well be the present, and then this reading very well could be the future, okay? Or what's yet to come to pass, all right? So either way, there's definitely some sort of movement. There's definitely some sort of purpose. There's some sort of destination. There's some sort of, yeah, there's definitely something going on here. Some sort of movement. But it's almost like somebody's trying to knock you off your throne. They don't want you standing on your throne. The throne's got your fucking name on it, collective. That throne has your fucking name on it, and they want to burn it up. Right? They can just stop watching. They can just stop and leave you the fuck alone and walk in a different direction. Focus on themselves. But no. They are outright trying to knock you off your throne. They want to betray you with the Three of Swords in the reverse. Or no, right side up, but it's on the bottom of the deck. So it's like they're trying to betray you. They're trying to, I don't know, maybe they're trying to put you away with the Chariot. But you're going towards some sort of major purpose. You're taking a leap of faith, and they're trying to slow you down from your destiny, is what I'm getting here. They're still trying to slow you down. But this is the thing, the Chariot, they're not going to. They're not going to slow anything down. Because you're making a good impact. Not only in your own life, but other people's lives. And they just can't stand it. It's too fucking bad for them. Maybe sit down and take some fucking notes. You're standing in your truth. You're standing in your truth. You're standing on logic. You're standing for justice. What's going on with the second row? The Five of Swords and the Fool. We got the Seven of Swords. So everything that they came at you with, you're getting back. Sevenfold blessings. You got a sevenfold blessings coming in, collective. Alright? Because you took a leap of faith in a new direction. Everything that was stolen from you, you are going to get it back and then some. Alright? So get prepared to be blessed upon measure. Alright? They're trying to betray you, and it's not going to work out well. It's not going to work out. 1, 2, he's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, better pick up sticks. 7, 8, better lay them straight. 9, 10, start again. Alright, what's the next card, Spirit? What's going on? What's going on? Somebody's energetically tied to you somehow. And you need to cut cords. Cut cords with anything that no longer serves you. Because they're trying, they're so trying. So trying. It very well could be they're trying, but they can't connect to you anymore. So, keep those boundaries. Okay? Keep those boundaries. There's certain people that might want to be coming back into your life again. Use discernment. Because you're releasing this and transforming. You're leveling up. You're glowing up. So, whatever they got going on, it is what it is, but it's not going to fare too well for them. 7 of Cups. So you got some major victory coming in. You got some major beautiful emotional offers coming in. And yeah, you definitely got some victory. Alright? And it's something to do with this 10 of Coins. So you're going to be receiving victory. You're going to be standing in your power with this. What they want for you to do is to react, and react out of sorts. Like you just can't handle this. But you can more than handle this. And you're going to handle it. And you're going to ace any test that they put you through. You're going to ace it. Anything that they throw at you, you're going to dodge it. Like, you're untouchable at this point. Okay, they can't take you off the soapbox. Even despite all the illusions, all the emotional bullshit they're going to throw at you, you're going to receive victory out of this. Triumph, victory, success. What's the next card, Spirit? Dragons. Dragon Spirits, what is the next card? Thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because you're receiving victory, they're trying to keep it in the dark. They don't want you to receive victory, so they very well could be trying to get you shadow banned. They could be getting you to be darkened out, blacked out. They could be trying to shut you down. They very well could be trying to sabotage your soapbox, your ability to have a soapbox. They do not want you having wish fulfillment. Okay? They do not want you having wish fulfillment. They do not like the fact that you're receiving any type of success. And this is part of the betrayal. What's the next card, Dragon Spirits? Queen of Swords in reverse. So this could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. There's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be going to jail because she didn't get her wish fulfillment. She got caught, and you're getting victory. And this Queen of Swords, this lying son of a bitch, lying bitch, we'll just call it that because it's a feminine energy. Yeah, and she's in the reverse. She's very karmic. She's very envious. She's not getting wish fulfillment. And it's like, I'm getting a feeling like she tried to get you put away, and they found out she was lying. They found a hole in her story, and it fell back on her. And they're livid. They're broken. They're broken. Ace of Cups in the reverse. They are broken because what they tried to do and throw you off your soapbox didn't work. Okay? It did not work. It only made you more powerful. I knew who it was. I knew they were going to come out in this. I knew it. They were going to be revealed. And they tried to keep it under wraps. 8 of Swords. They're all up in their head. They're all trapped. They can't move forward because of all their emotions, of everything that they tried to do. And this is your justice, really, because, you know, they wanted you up in your head. Right? And you're getting 7-fold blessings coming back at you. So, collective, you got it going on. They're trying to maybe cast illusions as if you're not all that, maybe you're not that all that in a bag of chips, right? And they're trying to create chaos because they're all up in their head, and the fact that they're trying to create chaos with all your emotional offers, or quite possibly your success, your triumph, your victory. They're trying to create chaos and challenges with this victory, with this triumph and success. It's not working. It's really not. They're trying to get you all up in your head, and they're all up in their head instead. Yeah, they're bringing a dystopia to you. They're trying to bring a dystopia. They want to ruin your whole wish fulfillment. They want to destroy you. Four of Swords, but you're resting. You're chilling. They very well could be being put to rest as well. Because of what they've done, they could have been doing death magic. And with this sevenfold blessings coming back to you, ooh, you're gonna live, baby. You are gonna fucking live. Alright? With this sevenfold blessing coming back, and they're all up in their head about the fact that you're living, you're getting results, and you're keeping your success to yourself, which is kind of what Spirit wants you to do right now because of this Queen of Swords in reverse. And Spirit's basically guiding you through this with the High Priestess energy. Okay? You very well could be being initiated into this High Priestess kind of energy or High Priest energy if you're a male. You could be a High Priest. You could be in that energy. Very powerful. Energetically, very, very able to transmute negativity. Seven of Wands. You're sticking up for yourself in the best way possible. Okay? You're definitely sticking up for yourself in the best way possible. Best intentions. And you're moving forward with compassion. Whatever they're throwing at you, whatever they're doing, you don't miss a beat. You really don't miss a beat, collective, because they're trying to fuck with you. They're trying to screw you up. They're trying to take you down, to destroy you. And you just keep moving forward with compassion like it didn't even touch you. Like your heart is open. Your heart is compassionate. And the thing is, I feel to some degree, somebody's going to come forward to you. And they're lying to you. They're being very deceptive. They're leaving something in the dark. They're going to come forward with some sort of compassion towards you. To think that they can get back into the energy. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Very, very karmic, very deceitful person. They have no good intentions at all. They're envious of your success. And unfortunately, some people think you just can't have anything nice, right? So, which is a bunch of bullshit. We could be talking about a Gemini. You're saying no to this offer. Gemini, Queen of Swords in reverse, Gemini, you're saying no. You said no. I think you friend-zoned this energy. They were just smitten over you and you friend-zoned them. You got nothing to say to them. You got nothing, and they're all up in their head as to why. And this is why they're creating conflict. Because you were part of their wish fulfillment, and you're like, I want no part of this. Peace out. Seven of Coins. You're building something beautiful, collective. You're very strong, very, very methodical, very, very steady. Right? You know what you're planting is good seed stuff, and you're tending to those plants. You're watching them sprout and grow. You're nearing your harvest. I hope you realize that. You're very near your harvest. Page of Swords. So somebody's watching. Somebody's studying. Somebody's learning something. Somebody's communicating. Somebody's talking about you. Or you're talking and people are learning, people are seeing, people are, I don't know, whatever it is. We've got the Lovers in the right side up now, so this could very well be them watching you alchemate and balance out your masculine and feminine energies. Stepping in your power. And they're watching. Somebody's taking notes. What's next, Spirit? We got the Queen of Cups. They are watching you love yourself and nurture yourself. And they despise this, is what I'm getting. They absolutely despise the fact that after all this dystopia that they tried to send you, you're still nurturing yourself. You're still nurturing others and you're not nurturing them. And this is why they're so ugly, right? Because you cut them off. You cut them off, you cut them out. And this is a very entitled energy that feels entitled to your energy. They feel that they deserve your energy. They feel they deserve to be in your life when all they've done is lie. They were very deceitful, very, very, very envious, very despicable. They didn't want you walking away. And that's what created the major conflict, because you were nurturing yourself by walking away. You not only got the Queen of Cups here, you've got the Queen of Wands. So you're very much in your intention. You're very much in your magic. You're very much into your nurturing of that magic and nurturing of your heart space. So you're loving on yourself. You're filling your own cup. Seven of Wands, and you're sticking up for yourself. You're standing on boundaries, despite all the challenges they're bringing you, trying to put you up in your head, trying to make sure that you're not getting your wish fulfillment. And despite that all, you're still moving forward with compassion and love and intention and magic and beautiful energy. Yeah. You've got the Star coming out here. You just keep shining. Okay? You just keep shining. Make them have to go out and replace and upgrade their glasses, okay? Get them to have to go out and get a fucking welding helmet. Alright? That's the best sunglasses that you can get. Alright? A whole welding helmet. Give them a migraine. Do yourself a favor. Alright? So, you're healing. You're moving up. But they're trying to prevent that. They're trying to tear your world upside down. Because you're winning. Because you're standing on business. This is how entitled they are. Because they are sticking up for yourself. You're apparently not allowed to stick up for yourself. Okay? You're just supposed to sit there and take it. Okay? They don't want you changing the way you love people. They want you being in an absolute mess. That's what they want. They want you in absolute mess. They want you going back and begging them for some sort of forgiveness of some sort, or, you know, it's coming back to that same energy again. Like, it's like they're feeling entitled to you. You should be the one apologizing to them for their chaos again. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, they need to have a dark night of the soul real quick. And I think, yeah, I think that, I don't know, this could be a love affair that they wanted. You know, this was a dirty little secret with them. They wanted a love affair with you, and no, you're not having it. You're not interested. Is there any vibe check for this reading? What is the vibe check? We got longing. You're not longing. You're not missing this person. You don't want to talk to this person. You do not want any reunion with this person because they're arrogant, their rash actions, their insincerity. And they want an apology from you because of the way that they treated you and the way that you reacted. They're offended with the way that you reacted to their bullshit. Fucking narcissists. Tell me more. So we got consequences. They don't want to face the consequences of their bad choices, the games they played, the mixed signals. Okay, you're stepping into this divine energy, and you're not greedy. Okay, and you're totally open-minded. You're very considerate, and you're not in this lustful energy. You're not into this garbage. Okay. You're getting away. You're relaxing. You're having fun. Okay? You're no longer broken. You're no longer having nightmares. You're no longer having any type of failures. Things are finally working in your favor. And they do not like it. They do not like it. They do not like it at all. They very well could be having legal problems, lawyers, court, paperwork, because of some sort of something that they've done behind the scenes. They might be getting caught up about something. Yeah, they have to curb this resentful, competitive, discontent bullshit. This very envious energy. They gotta let it go. They have no other choice but to let it go. Otherwise, it's gonna literally ruin them. Yeah, because you cut out this narcissist. You're done with this egotistical, opportunist, fragile bullshit. You know, they tried to play the victim. They tried to play this person that really wasn't, you know, really wasn't the victim. They were the fucking villain. They were playing the victim. It's really disgusting energy. This feminine liar. They go around destroying people's lives for nothing. Just for something to do. Talking shit. And they have no other choice but to stop with the saltiness, the bitterness, the anger, the pettiness. They gotta let it go. They gotta put it to rest. And the thing is, for some of you, this person doesn't know whether or not to be salty. They don't know whether they're a lurking gherkin. Okay, they're sweet and sour pickle. They don't know whether to love you or hate you. But they're lurking. They're watching. Right? They're watching you nurture yourself and love yourself. Be nurturing to others and, you know, share your wisdom with other people. You're not over your head. You're not overextended. You're not hitting rock bottom like they want you to. You're not drowning. Aw, poor kitten. Yeah, you're not burnt out. You're not burdened. You're not empty. You're full of divine light. It's beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. You were dealing with a psychopath. It showed up at the bottom of the deck. In the upright. So you were dealing with a conniving piece of shit that deserves every bit of karma that they're going to receive. If they haven't received it yet, it's on its way. Spirit's saying it's en route. It's en route. If it hasn't reached them yet, it's en route. They're in for a rude awakening. Let's just say that much. Whoever's coming up against my collective, for any of these readings tonight, whoever's coming up against my collective, they're in for a rude awakening. They're not going to be having any inspiration, optimism, or success for a very long time because of what they've done. Because they tried to ruin you, and you're finding balance, peace, and happiness and harmony. Yeah, they're missing you. They want to talk to you. They want a reunion with you. Not with a psychopath, you don't. You keep those boundaries. Yeah, they don't want you to get away and relax and have fun and be all happy and whatever else. They're coming in to gaslight you, to tell you that all this upheaval, all this disaster, all this downfall, all this chaos had nothing to do with them. Right? That they're not the psychopath. That they're not the abusive one. They're not the conniving one, unpredictable one. Meanwhile, they tried to destroy you behind the scenes. Like, get out of here. Fucking gaslighting pieces of shit. They want you puzzled. They want you confused, perplexed, conflicted. That's what they're doing. That's why they're coming in. They envy you. They're resentful. They're competing with something that they can't even compare to. It's kind of pathetic. It's embarrassing. And the more they try to compare themselves to you, the more discontent they get and the more envious they get. And it's literally eating them alive. They can't handle it. It's kind of embarrassing. Like, get a hold of yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on your healing. And stay to your own fucking business. They're stuck. They're at a dead end. They're frozen and they wonder why. They wonder why. And they want the same for you. Like, please. Welcome in, Spencer. Thank you so much for the membership chat level upgrade to 6 months. They're greedy, hateful, self-serving narcissists while still thinking they are better than you. Yeah. Yep. Like, there's one particular story coming to mind, right? Where there's a particular person that I will not name. You know, I still mention this story because there's a very good moral and lesson to it. So this particular person, whether male or female, it's going to be remain nameless and confidential because, Really, I don't want to even out them. It's really the message and the morals behind the story that I'm speaking of. It's not necessarily the people per se. So this particular person decided to go shopping, and they were taking up the whole aisle lane, and a beautiful lady of color decided to walk down the same aisle and come to the point where she was being blocked by this particular entitled, selfish, I'm not even going to call them a human, but being, okay? And they decided to think that this person of color should wait until they're done making their selection of whatever they're doing on the shelf, instead of acknowledging them, saying, hello, how is your day today? And here, let me move my cart so that way you can pass by. They were entitled enough to sit there and let them wait for them to be done. And then proceeded to get all pissy at the fact that this lady of color got fed up and decided to push her way through, to get moving, and got in a bit of an attitude because she was just standing there. She knew exactly that this lady was there, and she didn't bother to move, feeling entitled that she should wait until she's made her selection. So this is how entitled this kind of energy feels, like that they're above and everyone else is beneath them. Okay? It's disgusting. It's revolting. Okay? And I don't care what color you are. You could be brown, blue, red, whatever the care. I really don't. It really does not matter. Okay? If you are walking down an aisle, you have every right to continue walking down that aisle. And anybody in the way should be enough and considerate enough to move the fuck out of your way. Respectfully. Okay? That is the way things should go. Okay? You deserve to have your personal bubble intact and having no one trying to manipulate you into some sort of sadistic submission. Okay? No matter who you are. Yeah, they're rumoring, they're gossiping, they're being nosy, they're trying to get information on you, they're trying to get information on your life, thinking that they're going to troll you down. Yeah, they don't want to take the consequences of their bad choices, games or mixed signals that they were trying to play. They were totally infatuated with you, collective. Okay? Don't be feeling hopeless. Don't be feeling lost or depressed. Don't be feeling like you want to off yourself, okay? Because there's definitely legal issues going to be happening. And you need to stay in your good vibes. You need to stay in the moment. You need to stay in the now. Because they very well could be trying to bring you legal trouble somewhere along the way. Okay? And this is the whole thing. If they do bring this to you, they're going to lose. They're going to lose hardcore with this. Okay? I'm going to tell you that. What's going on? What's going on with the vibe of this reading? You just need to continue healing. Okay? They're not running away from this. They can't. They can't run away. And they're having some sort of wish fulfillment that there's going to be a second chance when there's not. There will be no second chance. They're trying to swindle you into a second chance. Would you believe it? But they're not going to be. They don't want you. They don't want you escaping. They don't want. They're in denial. They're running from their excuses and their bullshit. Archangel Michael's protecting you. So nothing's going to happen to you. Archangel Michael's actually laughing at them because they're such an embarrassment. Whoever this person is. They're an embarrassment to their bloodline. All right, Spirit, what's going on? This just in, a bit of a download. This person very much may have had gifts. And this is what probably, it probably went to their head. They probably felt very entitled with these gifts. And they lost these gifts. They've been bound from these gifts by the divine because they weren't They weren't listening to their guides. They tuned their guides out. They did whatever the hell they wanted. And they fought with the fire and they got burned. Okay? They fought with the law and the law won. Is that song? What's going on with this reading, Spirit? Is there any other messages to come along with this? Yeah, courage, endurance, strength. We've got the 8 of acorns. So yeah, you're finding courage throughout this stagnance and this bullshit that they're throwing at you. This is just making you stronger. It's making you more resilient. It's helping you level up. 7 of feathers. You're, again, 7-fold blessings. We're getting it. We're getting it good, collective, and I mean in a good way, okay? 7-fold blessings coming in, okay? You have victory coming. Six of wands on the bottom of the deck. You don't even see this yet. 10 of shells. There's been so much dystopia. And somebody's taking your blessings. Somebody's trying to ruin your blessings. And it's all coming out over the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay? Page of crystals. They're coming in. It's either they want you to beg them or they're coming in to beg because they're everything that they're coming up against to you, all right, is all blowing up in their face, is the feeling I get. They're in their emotions. They're casting illusions. Queen of acorns. You're moving very methodical, very passionate. You're very determined with whatever you're doing. Somebody's trying to leave you in the dark. Like somebody's trying to put you in the dark so that way other people can't see you. The shaman, the 5 of acorns, and the 6 of feathers reversed. So they can't walk away from all the bullshit. And they're going, oh, wow. Okay, now that it's tuning in. They can't walk away from a dark night of the soul that they're walking right into. They don't even see this coming. They're walking literally into a dark night of the soul. They could be walking into their demise. We got the transformation. This is technically the death card. Because of the conflict. Their conflict is bringing them into something that they didn't anticipate. Thinking that they were going to bring this to you, and they brought it to themselves. It's a sad day. The 7 of acorns, yeah, they feel defeated. 4 of feathers, yeah, they're not, yeah. 9 of shells in reverse, 7 of acorns in reverse, and 4 of feathers. This could very well be the end of them. They might be feeling rather worthless. They might be feeling rather emotionally distraught, and they very well could be obsessed. It's either that or they want you defeated. They want you put to rest. They want you to off. They want you off. They want you done. They don't want you moving forward. It's either that or the other way. They're just feeling hopeless. It's because of what they tried to do. Like, it's not working. It's really not working. It's blowing up in their face every step of the way, collective. With every reading that's come through here tonight. People are getting their karma because of Saturn return. And Saturn don't play. Specifically about people with good intention. They don't play. They're here. Saturn's here to bring justice. Okay? That's just the way it is. And they not liking it because it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt real bad. And they got nobody to blame but themselves. Alright, collective, let's see. We'll do one more. We'll see what's going on. Spirit of the Dragons, can we get a different message? Different timeline? Different person? Please? Can we get a great, beautiful end of this beautiful collective? Can we get something beautiful, please? Can we please? Please, please, please? You're very welcome, Lilith. Thank you, Jocelyn, for showing up. Maureen. You know you deserve better, collective. Come on. You know you deserve better than what you've been receiving. People have been breadcrumbing you. People have been swindling you. They've been lying to you. They've been keeping you in the dark. And they think that they're getting away with it. And you're thinking you're just chilling out. You're relaxing. Yep. And somebody's not moving forward because of the betrayal that they've caused. Eight of Swords. They know exactly what they were doing. You thinking they're so fucking stupid, that they're so dumb that they don't even know what they're doing? That they're that delusional that they don't even know what they're doing? They know exactly what they're doing. Okay? Some of them might be actually behind jail. They might be actually having a dark night of the soul. They could very well be going through it right now, hanging off of your every word, hoping you're going to say something that's going to save them. Spirit saying no fucking mercy for these motherfuckers. They never listened to you before. What makes you think they're going to listen to you now when they come in? What makes you think they're going to listen to you now when they didn't even hear you before, let alone listen to you? And you're supposed to somehow apologize to them for the bullshit they caused you? Come on. Now you're supposed to nurture them? Now you're supposed to let them in? Now that they finally take you actually serious? And they see the change, not only in your life, but in other people's other lives that you're touching? Give me a break. Now they take you seriously? Fuck off. They're going to sit there with the fact that they missed out on something beautiful. They're going to sit there at the fact that they betrayed someone of good intention. They're going to sit there with that. And they're going to sit there with the self-sabotage. Somebody knows exactly what they were doing. It was premeditated. All right? They had this whole plan out. And we got the Devil. 3 of Swords and the 8 of Swords reversed. So the Devil reversed, the 8 of Swords reversed. We've got the 3 of Swords right side up. So there's definitely a releasing of, because of the, there's a releasing of a major betrayal and devil energy, very toxic energy. Okay, you release this, and you see it for what it is. All right? You've seen it for what it is. You see it without the rose-colored glasses. You're no longer trapped in your head about it. You know exactly where it was coming from, collective. You know exactly. 9 of Swords. Yep. Talk about awakening. Okay, so there's some sort of King of Swords. Somebody was being very, very vindictive, very cutthroat with their words. King of Wands, right side up. So because you cut this devil energy off, they lied on you. They lied on your good integrity. They lied on you. They made you out to be a liar. Something tells me that they wanted you to be looking like you're all about yourself. You're not about other people. But you were very nurturing. You're a very passionate individual. And they misunderstood you on purpose. This was part of the betrayal, I think. And you found this out, that they were envious. And they tried to screw shit up for you. Big time. But there's a 3 of coins here. So they collaborated to gain money off of this betrayal. They betrayed you for money. They were that bent out of shape that they betrayed you for money. Now it could be a King of Swords and a King of Wands. It's something to deal with that. Could have something to do with the Capricorn in reverse. The 8 of Wands in reverse. So somebody didn't want you moving forward, that's for sure. And 9 of Swords. They wanted you in jail. They wanted you locked away. They wanted you in your feels because of this betrayal. They wanted you snapping out. They didn't want you moving forward. And because you cut out this devil energy, everything stopped. Everything stopped. Yeah, and they missed out. They missed out big time. They feel defeated. What else? 7 of Cups reversed. Yeah, they feel defeated. They're missing out because now you're focused on yourself. You're not focused on all the distractions that they're throwing at you. You're focused on yourself. You're standing in your power. You're making this whole idea of you being a liar absolutely false. You're showing off your integrity of who you are. You're very passionate. You're very honest. You're very truthful. Yes, you're keeping certain things to yourself. Yes, you might be a little bit filled with mystery, but there's reasons for it. You're not going to tell everybody everything you're working on, so that way the people out there trying to destroy you don't have a handle on it. You know, you want to be out in this energy where you are being transparent with your community, with your people, but it's very difficult for you to do that because you don't know who's coming at you that's wanting to destroy you. Who are they paying? Who are they colluding with to come up against you to ruin you and betray you and rip you out of your foundation and your movement forward? Like, you're getting victory. On the bottom of the deck, you're getting victory. And you're being very strategic as to how you're getting that victory. Right? So you're not in your head anymore. You see exactly where it's coming from and you're cutting it out. You're cutting it at the root. You're ripping it out at the root. And this is what's bringing you victory. Like, individually, you're cutting shit down. You're cutting it down big time. You're focused on the future. Right? You've got collaborators coming in to focus on the future. You've got new connections. You've got some major awakening that you've been doing. A lot of healing, a dark night of the soul. You're gaining more communication. You're learning how to communicate again after losing all of that. Going into some sort of a hibernation mode. You know, you did some sort of shadow work, that's for sure. And you're winning. You're succeeding with this. Despite it all. Everything that they're wanting you to miss out on, they're missing out on now. They see this. Because you cut out the toxic bullshit now. You're not holding on to this. And you're leveling up. You're not only winning. You've been through a lot, collective, with this 9 of Wands. You've fought a very, very long time to get to where you are. And nothing is going to stop you. Okay? I don't know how many times I gotta say that tonight. You're like a fucking freight train. Toot fucking toot. Okay? You got a new beginning coming. Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning. This could very well be a new relationship that's gonna rock your fucking world. Okay? All because you're focusing on yourself. You're filling your own damn cup. You're loving yourself for a change. Congratulations. What's going on, Spirit of the Dragons, give us more. What's the next card? What's the finishing of this level? What's going on? The Four of Coins, yes. Okay, so, this is the thing, collective. Three of Wands reversed, the Seven of Cups reversed, the Four of Coins right side up. So, they are missing out. Everything, literally emergency brake for them. Okay? They very well could be getting thrown in jail. They could very well be, you know, somebody's thinking that they're going to get you thrown in jail. But it's really the other way around. It's going to backfire, is the feeling I get with this Nine of Swords. Because this Nine of Swords was meant for you, but it's for them, right? Because you're winning. You're rising above this. You're moving forward towards the future. You're done with this bullshit. And people see this. Whatever is being investigated, people see this in this investigation. That you're trying to move forward, and you got these dumbass motherfuckers trying to rip you apart. At the same time you're trying to do it. Okay? And I'll tell you right now, it's not working out very well for them. It's not working in their favor. Alright? And now this is, whether this is family, this is ex-friends, this is an ex-partner, this is work-related, whatever the case may be. Okay? Seven of Wands. You are standing on business. What's going on? That's on the bottom of the deck. And might I add, the Seven of Wands. You very well might not see this coming where you're going to stand on business. But I get a feeling that you're already standing on business and you're really not even having to lift a finger. You're just having to keep moving forward, being focused. Okay? Move forward, be focused, keep winning, keep shining. Keep spreading that light of beautiful energy. This is going to help you rise. This is going to teach you something. This is going to get you into your next timeline, the next season. Yes, you're going to keep this to yourself for the most part. And, you know, you're going to be very secure with your coin. You're going to keep it to yourself. You're going to step into a new prosperous energy, I believe, is what I feel. And somebody is clearly missing out on this, because they very well could have had a chance to be a part of this, but they sabotaged it. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor, collective. It's on the bottom of the deck with the shuffle. What's the next layer of cards, Dragon Spirits? Thank you for your wisdom. We've got the Moon, so things are going to be revealed. If you may be feeling stuck right now, collective, you're winning, you're tired, I get it. Okay, you're winning, but you're tired. You can't take much more of this shit. I get it. I understand 100%. I've been there. Been there, got the chair, got the bumper sticker for the fucking car I don't have, but whatever. Life goes on. Okay? Ultimately, whatever is done in the dark against you, against your winning, against your movement forward, it's going to be revealed to you. Okay? Anything done in the dark is going to be revealed. Why? Because you're standing on business. You're standing on boundaries. You're standing on your intentions, your standards. You're moving forward. Okay? You got nothing left to say to these imbeciles that are trying to come up against you and try to disfranchise you out of your level up and out of your glow up and out of your ascension. That's not happening. This is divinely led, and if they think they have the audacity to go and fight against the divine, well, 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 they're gonna fuck around and find out. I'm gonna just say that right now. What's going on, Spirit? The Queen of Swords. Why? Because you're nurturing your truth. And this is why things are going to be revealed. Okay, that what is done in the dark is coming to light. And you know what? I do believe that there's some sort of communication happening here where it is being revealed to you of what's going on. There's Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. There's truth coming. There's communication coming. There's a new New understanding, new awakening, new way of looking at things, new perspective, a way of looking at things. There's new information coming in, downloads, whatever the case may be. But this is going to help you elevate. I guarantee you. You're gonna know who, how, and what to do. Seven of Wands coming out. Yep. You're standing on business. You're standing for truth. You're standing for. You're nurturing this truth, and you're standing on business. You're protecting yourself. Okay, we've got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So you're standing in this leader position. Whether they like it or not, they just have to sit there and watch you win. It's a real sad day for them, really. Nine of Cups reversed, yeah, because they're emotionally dependent on you. And this is what's going to be, what's revealed. Right? Because you're nurturing your truth. Somebody's going to nurture their truth and just come forward and say, no, I actually loved you. I actually had a thing for you. Meanwhile, they turn around and they sat there and they said, no, I don't. They denied it the whole fucking time. Right? Because they were too embarrassed the fact that they actually cared for you that much. They tried to manipulate you into something that you didn't even realize you're getting yourself into. They were trying to manipulate you into something, and it's not something that was going to bring balance. It was going to bring you juggling too many irons in the fire. You would have had too many responsibilities. You would have fell flat on your face. You wouldn't have had your wish fulfillment. They would have taken your wish fulfillment and stomped it. Okay? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, you're nurturing your truth. You're nurturing the way you're moving forward. You're moving forward and you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're radiant. You're glowing. Okay? You're in a very beautiful energy, collective. And you're not letting anything stop you, freight train. Okay? You are winning. It's all working in your favor. I guarantee you, you're going to rise, you're going to level up, and you're going to keep your cards close to your chest. And as you do that, it's going to be revealed to you who is riding with you and who isn't riding with you. The people that are riding with you are going to start to glow vibrationally. The people that are not riding with you, they're going to be bitter. They're going to be disrespectful. They're going to be envious. They're going to lash out at you. They're going to be stupid in your energy. They're going to tell on themselves, ultimately, is what's going to happen. Okay? The dragons are very proud of you for your determination and your stamina and your strategy and your ability to move forward despite the bullshit. The angels are very proud of you as well. And again, the angels were talking earlier about divine compensation and detaching from drama. So everything that they're throwing at you, do not react to it because it's not worth it. Because everything that they do to you to take you down is going to be their demise. And it will be your rise by divine intervention. Because again, the divine has seen absolutely everything of every intention that these people thought that they were going to get away with. And it's not working. And they're relentless. They're entitled, they're selfish, and they're relentless on their bullshit. Okay? And ultimately, collective, you deserve way better than how you've been treated. And the divine sees that. You're genuine of heart. You have integrity, authenticity. You're very honest, compassionate. And your ancestors, the divine, the dragons, the angels, they're not playing with you anymore. They're not playing this stupid game anymore. Okay, so you could very well be seeing signs, seeing synchronicities, angel numbers, different little things pay attention, because the dragons may show in the clouds to you. They may show in smoke or incense to you. They may show in a flame to you. They may show in wax. They may show in some sort of way, of some sort of symbolic aspect that they are there, whether it be an angel, whether it be the dragons, whether it be spirit, your ancestors. Okay? You could be smelling perfume out of nowhere. Could be significant. And this perfume could very well have nostalgic memories to it. So you might smell this perfume walking down an aisle. Maybe somebody just happens to be wearing this perfume, and you walk down the aisle and you smell this perfume, and it brings you back to a particular person of like love and of compassion. This very well could be a divine sign that they are with you. This is going to be a divine sign more so if you are alone and this happens. Okay, whether or not there's people there is insignificant, but it's more significant as a sign if you are alone. Okay, because then it is irrefutable. It's not, oh, just somebody by chance has the same perfume. It's going to be, holy shit, you're actually here. I can smell you kind of situation. This could be perfume, it could be cologne, depending on who we're talking about, whether or not it be a masculine or a feminine. Flip it where it needs to go. I'm being called to say this because for like almost 2.5, 3, 4 years after, even longer than that, even to this day, there's been times where I'm walking somewhere and all of a sudden I can smell my grandmother's perfume. And I'm thinking, hey Grams, I love you, miss you. How's things going on the other side? You know? So there's definitely validity with it. We're going to get a vibe on this. Hope these messages are working out for you guys and making something happen for you. Either enlightenment or confirmation. Specifically confirmation, because really, if this isn't your reading, you're not vibing with it, it doesn't make sense to you, it's not your reading. Okay? And I'm sorry it might not be your reading, and I'm sorry that you spent all this time waiting for a reading, and maybe you didn't hit the like button hard enough. Maybe you didn't hit that like button with intention. Either way, I don't know. You're making boundaries with this particular energy, collective. You've called your boundaries, you called your power back. This particular energy was very, very disrespectful to you, whatever this is. Could be this King of Swords. Now, this could very well be a swords person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or it could be very much someone switching back from their masculine to their feminine, to their masculine to their feminine, to their masculine to their feminine. And they're just a absolute train wreck, like I said earlier. Right? It's kind of like, oh, they want to be a freight train? I'll give them a freight train and bring them a fucking train wreck kind of situation. But they're getting run off the track before they even get to you, is what I'm being told. It's kind of embarrassing. Like, they haven't even got started down the track and already their wheel is broken. Like, try again. You know? And the divine is literally just sitting there laughing. And I'm like getting a message right now. Like, if you could see this, if you could be a fly on their wall, you'd be loving every bit of this. You'd be like giggling through all their bullshit and all their trials, all their struggles. You'd be giggling your fucking ass off because of all the shit that they put you through and thinking they were getting away with it. The karma is hot, I'll tell you right now. The karma is on top and it is hot. All right? And it is boiling right now. So for some of you, Spirit's saying that they're going to reach out to you and they're gonna divulge how much of a fucking train wreck that they actually are. They're going to just out themselves. They're going to tell on themselves. Ever since you left, my life has been so much of a train wreck. Everything has gone to shit. Please help me. Please give me some sort of guidance. The funny thing is, these motherfuckers didn't believe in karma before. Now they do. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny the way it all worked out. And it's all because you created boundaries. Because you actually stood up for yourself. Because you you cut that fucking tie. You burnt that bridge. You had those marshmallows. You made s'mores at that bitch. What's going on with this vibe? Yep, somebody feels trapped because they wanted you to feel trapped. They're stuck, no options. There's no forgiveness here. Yep, this was definitely a dark soulmate. So somebody that was wanting to come in, trying to be your twin flame, trying to incite some sort of friendship when it's all just envy, right? They were trying to come in like they wanted a romantic relationship, but they didn't want a romantic relationship. They didn't want you to know they wanted a romantic relationship with you. They didn't know how to tell you. They didn't know how to communicate. Maybe you friend zoned them. Maybe you rejected them. They didn't want to feel left alone. They didn't want to feel rejected by you. So this is why they didn't want to tell you the information that they didn't want a relationship. But it's just dumb energy. Really fucking stupid energy. Like, yeah. And now they're hopeful and inspired. Or maybe you're not in isolation anymore. You knew this was not your soulmate. And they tried to trap you. Right? This was very much a karmic, I would think. And you're out of isolation, or maybe they're coming out of isolation and they're inspired and optimistic of some sort of success, living in the moment. But I'm really getting a feeling this is you. They tried to trap you. The karmic tried to trap you. Keep you in isolation, but you left. You rose out of the ashes. Yeah. You blocked them, you moved on, you separated, you divorced, you ghosted. Nothing more to say. Stop fucking calling. Blocked. Two-faced. This is a two-faced piece of shit that you were dealing with. Right? They were living a double life, cheater, backstabber. That's all they were here for. What else? Cutting ties, yeah. You gained your freedom. Standing up for yourself, you awakened to their bullshit. They were very lustful, very greedy, by any means necessary, very inconsiderate, very entitled. What else? Two-faced. Yeah. It's coming out. It's coming out. The hot fucking tea is coming out. What's going on? And you're laughing. You're going to be laughing soon, collective. You don't even realize you're going to be laughing. You would be laughing right now if you knew exactly what was going on behind closed doors. You'd be laughing your ass off. I'm kind of picking up that they tried to infiltrate your other people, and your other people tried to infiltrate them, because they knew about the betrayal that this person betrayed you. So they tried to betray them. But they tried to use emotions, and they tried to do the same thing to them, what they did to you. And they actually fell for it. Okay? They fell for it because they lied. They said, oh yeah, you were with them, you were around them, everything was good with them. Everything is good now. It's just you're not talking to them right now. Or they're not talking to you right now. And they played on the fact that they knew you, the fact that they had some sort of a relationship with you when there was no relationship. And they played into your other person. So they infiltrated your relationship. They broke up your relationship, which in essence they did you a favor. Because this particular person that you were with wasn't great for you anyway. They were not your wish fulfillment. Okay, they were in the process of sabotaging you anyway. So this person that sabotaged your relationship, that tried to trap you, They tried to trap this other person. Right? They tried to betray you. Thinking that they were sticking up for you, but they didn't. They weren't really sticking up for you. They were trying to betray you behind your back. Right? They were trying to break your heart. Right? By saying that they got with your person. They were going to bring it all out in the open, and then you called them on it. This message isn't for anyone, like everyone, but there's definitely a download here for particular timelines. So they tried to trap you. They tried to be this so-called soulmate, which they weren't. They were an absolute fucking karmic. They wanted you in isolation. You got out of isolation. You broke free. You blocked them. You're inspired, optimistic, successful. You moved on. You nothing more to say. You divorced them, separation, because of them fucking being stupid. Being backstabbing. And they kind of did you a favor. To some degree. And now they're all waist deep in a bunch of fucking shit. And if you knew exactly what was going on, you'd laugh. You'd laugh your frickin' ass off. And I think that's what they don't want coming out. Something's going to be revealed to you. Guaranteed. But it's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you laugh. Now they want mutual respect. They want to get close to you again. That's not happening. They're all in their emotions. They're all worried. They're in fear because of all the bullshit they pulled. That it's all coming back to haunt them now. And now they want to come in with mutual respect. Like, give me a break. Fuck off. This is a very lustful energy coming in. Wanting intimacy with you. They want to get close to you and find unity with you. After what they did? Really? Okay. Some sort of family, blood ties, inner circle. Stuck, dead end, frozen, reverse, stagnant. So there's something going on with their family or your family regarding them. By the looks of it. They very well could be trying to become unstuck, unstagnant. Maybe they're talking to your family of how they can maybe make this not so much of a dead end. Maybe how they can fix this. They could very well be looking into that because they figure that your family knows you better than they do. But what they don't understand is that you walked away from your family because they were creating stagnants. So they don't even know you anymore. Your family doesn't even know you anymore. You're a totally different person. You've leveled the fuck up and they don't even know you. So they don't even have any answers for them. And this is what's making them so hopeless. This is why they're in their emotions. This is why they worry so much. This is why they're in their fear right now. That they're not going to be able to get back in your energy again. Why? Because you healed. You had an epiphany. You self-reflected. You answered questions that were left with no closure. You tapped into talents that you didn't realize you had. And now you're into self-care. You're meditating. You're very introspective. You're healing. And they're sipping on the gossip about the whole thing. About your glow-up. Yeah, they can't even breathe. They can't let go. They can't clear their mind. It's kind of embarrassing. I'm picking up like a lost puppy kind of energy. They're like lost. They don't know what to do with themselves. And the fact that you won't give to them anymore really, really fucking screws them up. Because you won't give to them anymore. Because they're two-faced. They're two-faced. They're a cheater. They're a backstabber. You created distance for a purpose, collective. You deserve better than this. Hello, Four of Cups in reverse. You deserve way better than this bullshit. This is why you blocked them out. You gave them intimacy. You gave them the mutual respect. You gave them the unity and closeness, and they fucking took it for granted. They took it for granted. They used you. They abused you. And now they're all in their emotions as to what's coming for them. They very well could be seeing what's coming for other people too. They could be witnessing from other people what's going on, and they're not liking what's going for them, so they see what's coming for them, even. People are fucking scared. Like, there's a whole bunch of people coming up against you behind your back to try to dismember you, and you're sticking up for yourself more so than what they ever thought you would. And it's bringing a huge tower, and the Wheel of Fortune is not in their favor. Oh my goodness. On the cut, the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Tower is in the upright. So there's some major changes coming into their life, unfortunately for them. They dug a hole, now they're falling in it. And you're standing upright, collective. You're standing in your power, and you need to continue to do that. You cut this energy out for a reason. What's going on, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Knight of Feathers, they don't even know what to say. They don't even know how to take action. And any action they take is totally being stupid. They're just totally acting a fool. Their heart's broken, their heart's shattered. They're lying. They're very, very, very actively deceptive and very abusive at this time. Even to themselves. They're not in a good light, I'll tell you that right now. They're absolutely shattered that they ruined it. That they can't take a leap of faith with you. And it's mainly because you took a leap of faith without them. And you're winning. You're standing on business. You're rising. They can't handle it. They really can't handle it. You've got some divine wisdom and spiritual power behind you, collective. There's no fucking doubt about it. Right? There's no doubt about it. You could very well vibe with the shaman energy. You're showing discipline and determination. You're moving forward. You got this chariot on lock, and you are rocking that chariot. You're making it work for you. So you need to stay vigilant. Okay? Don't walk away from your justice. Okay? There very well could be challenges and conflict coming in from you, for you. Stand your ground. Okay? Stand your ground. This challenge is going to bring you growth. Okay? Stay to the truth. Stay to your integrity. Stay to the clarity. And do not walk away from that. Okay? Do not allow people to come in and gaslight you. Do not allow people to come in to try to take you out of your justice or get you to the point where you can't walk away. Walk away from the bullshit. Okay? But don't walk away from your justice. Okay? Queen of Crystals, you're nurturing your foundation. You're prosperous. You're standing in some sort of elemental kind of situation where you've got the elements at hand here. Five of Feathers. People are talking about this, how powerful you are, how nurturing you are, how strong and steady you are, how methodical you are, how you work things out. Page of Shells, they don't even know how to come at you. They don't even think they're worth of any chance with you. Four of Feathers, you're at rest. You're finally at rest, and they don't like that. Seven of Shells, you got so many choices. You got ambitions. You got something good. You got something good coming in for you. Regardless, you just have to use your discernment, use your empathy, use your intuition. Okay? You are a magician. You are a manifester, master manifester, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Keep focused on your manifestations and leave the rest in the dust. Ace of Crystals, you got something beautiful coming in. Just like I said, I can't make up this reading. I cannot make it up. I will not make it up. I will not tell you a lie. Nine of Crystals, right? You got this Ace of Crystals coming in, and they want you begging. They want you dependent. This is how they want you looking. They want you looking dependent, but you've got this Ten of Crystals coming in. You've got nothing but stability coming in for you. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. Right? This energy wants... It's like they're dependent on you now. They want to be dependent on you. It's like kind of giving me like they want to come in and be your bitch because they got nothing left. They got nothing left. And you're literally the best they ever had in their life. The most genuine, the most honest, the most truthful, the most compassionate, the most loving person that they ever had. And they fumbled them. They fumbled you. And they're regretting every second of the day that they're not with you. Okay? As they should. And you're going to continue to regret it because you know what? Maybe they should have treated you better. And they're learning a very, very valuable lesson right now about courage and about finding solutions. Right? Because they literally have no other choice but to find their own solutions because you got no fucking mercy for them anymore. As you shouldn't. With them being two-faced the way they are? Nope. You got justice coming in. 4 of Acorns in reverse. Yeah, their whole foundation. You're going to learn about their whole foundation falling apart. Chances are they were married behind your back. They were married and separated behind your back, and they tried to keep it from you. 9 of Feathers in reverse. That's the truth. You found the self-empowerment to find this out. They sabotaged it. They sabotaged their new beginning, is what they did. What's that one? The 2 of Crystals, yeah. In reverse. And now they're juggling everything and it's all falling down. It's all falling apart. Ace of Acorns in reverse. The Empress reversed. The 2 of Crystals reversed. And the 3 of Crystals. So you got new collaborators. You're productive. You've got people coming in. You've got new people. You've got definitely some support here coming in for you. So I wouldn't really worry too much. This support very well could have you in your emotions. And the Hanged Man in reverse, this is going to open up a new perspective for you. A new perspective, a new way of looking at things. You're not ever going to have to worry about any type of struggle, it looks like, for a very, very long time. What do you not see coming? 4 of Acorns. Comfort, community. Knight of Acorns. Somebody coming in, somebody wanting to come in to provide some sort of 4 of Acorns, but they're not sure as how to show up. They're feeling left out. They're feeling in the cold. They're feeling worthless. They're having to rebuild their whole foundation before they show up, I think. This is a Knight of Acorns. Could be a fire sign coming in, or it could just be a passionate energy not really showing up in the right light at first. Okay? They very well could have been trying to manipulate you. They probably didn't do their shadow work. And now they see, now they're nurturing themselves. Okay? Now they're having no other choice but to nurture themselves. Knight of Crystals. They're coming in asking you for help. They haven't awakened yet. They don't know really where and how or what to do as far as this awakening. But they're realizing something. They don't know how to renew. Maybe they're trying to ask you for some sort of renewal of some sort. They're being guided by their intuition. They're being guided by not having all the information to maybe come forward to you. This could be a King of Shells in reverse. It could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Probably not. Maybe so. I don't know. Flip it and reverse it wherever it needs to go. Page of Acorns. They just don't know how to show up, though. They have no idea where you are. They don't know what you're doing. They don't know what where you're going. They don't know your direction because you're keeping it to yourself, as you should. The Five of Shells, they're in their fields because you're standing in your power, you're taking a leap of faith in a new direction, and you're finding wish fulfillment. You're nurturing yourself, you're very prosperous, and their whole life is falling apart. Right? They very well could be at the end of life. They could be going through a transition. You could be going through a transition. You could very well be liberated from a lot of manipulation, a lot of bullshit, and a lot of non-reciprocal energies coming in to thwart you. But you're receiving success. You're receiving triumph and victory because of it. Where they're not, where there was no hope, there's definitely some hope. There's some major changes coming in. And you're going to be sticking up for yourself. You're finding stamina and determination against some sort of shill kind of union. Very karmic union. Something to do with the King of Feathers, King of Swords in reverse. So you're putting your boundaries down on this. You're not allowing this energy back in. But apparently they have something to say, but there's nothing that you don't even already know. Right? Everything that they want to say, Spirit's already let you know by the sounds of it. And Spirit's saying that you're not even interested. Like, you want nothing to do with this scoundrel and energy. There's literally no fucking hope for them coming into this. So, collective, I want to say thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you so much for the donations that are popping in through here. Very much appreciated. We're going to have the earth signs, air signs, fire signs, water signs readings coming through, coming in next week, starting Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays is when, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do Saturdays, maybe take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, and do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know, with the hipsy. I think I'm just going to hold off on the one-on-ones, because if I'm not going to get any bites with the one-on-ones, then I'll leave an availability. But I've only got like 1 or 2 bites on the coaching sessions, and I haven't really been getting many recorded readings, so I don't know. I think I might hold off on being available. The collectives are fine. The way this is all working out just organically is fine. But again, you have it available to you for personal reading through the Hipsy link in the profile here on YouTube. You can check the description box or the link section of, or the post section of, for that information. You might have to scroll down a bit. For the people that are doing their healing to do the work, there is the chakra system picture here on my post page. I very well could possibly repost it for you. It's about 9 or 10 months down into the scroll. It very well could be a little bit less than that. Just look to see, you'll see a picture of a body, and you're going to see energy points on the picture. This is the picture that I'm talking about. So work from the bottom, work to the top. Show compassion, forgiveness, love, and respect, and unconditional love to every single energy center, right from your feet, right to your head. Work through it over time. It's not a race. It's a journey. It's a meditation. It's something that you can do while you're meditating. This very well could be an emotional situation at first, but I guarantee you, as you get into your North Node energy, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be worth it. Of all the pain and the suffering and the trauma that you've finally released below, it's going to work out better than expected. I guarantee you. I'm speaking from personal experience. I'm not going to steer you wrong. Yes, it's probably the most difficult thing you're ever going to do in your life, but I guarantee you it's worth every dime, every moment, every bit of time, energy, action that you take and focus towards your healing courageously. It's worth it. Okay, so step into that. I'm extremely proud of you. I hope everything is going well for you, and I hope things are working out better than expected. I wish you nothing but beautiful abundance, prosperity, and healing and courage to get through it. All right? Please, if you feel you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so through PayPal, you can do so through YouTube, you can do so through Hipsy. There are tip options, donation options available in the description box. Get your own reading at Hipsy. Put me to work. And let's get shit going. Let's get us in our highest timeline. Let's move us into our best version of ourselves and leave the dust behind us. Until next time, thank you so much. Please be good at it. If you can't be good at it, at least be good to yourself. So that way, you can be good to others. And I'll catch you in the next one. I love you all. Thank you so much.